Right, I'm recording.
We good, boys?
I'm good.
Yep.
Alright. Oh, shit.
I'm gooder than good.
Where's the document?
I'm great.
Where's the document? Here's the document.
You posted it on the thing.
Well, you know, I have to search through all my tabs. Sometimes there's porn, sometimes there's not. It's tough. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bonfire lit ComfyCast. This is episode 7, technically 8. And this week, we actually have I'm joined by two people that have never been on the cast before. So my name is Vash TSB.
After you.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. So good.
I'm John, otherwise known as TurboButton on YouTube.
Oh.
And I am HyperBitHero. A guy.
Yep, we finally have Hayden and John in the sesh. We do not have any Mark. There is no Pokey, there is no Charlie, and there is no Luke, and there is no Sam, and there is no God. And speaking of, I would like to have a brief moment of silence for Luke, because I told him that we would do a small prayer, so yeah, let's just be alone with our thoughts. Okay, I think that's good. I'll probably edit in some fucking...
That was beautiful.
Words that kill. Yeah, I'll edit in some like words that kill right there. Don't worry about that. We got those on lock. So... Fuck, shit keeps falling over. So, this is treated as an actual regular edition of the podcast. This is not an emergency cast, although we will be talking about the final Smash 4 Direct as our basically main topic. But, so... Quite a bit's happened.
That's the one podcast I'm brought on for.
Well, if you
didn't
look
watch
above
that
on
thing.
the
I'm just
if you look above on the documentary, Hayden, there is one thing that will probably trigger Reno.
Okay, so another thing then. What is this document you speak of? Because I've never heard of this.
Do you not have it open? Oh shit! Hold on, I'll link it to you.
Fuck's sake.
No.
Okay,
It's okay. Look. Okay.
Oh my god. Bonfire lit 1.
Yeah, Bonfire lit podcast versus Sony. No
My
game
crippling desire for
PlayStation.
acceptance.
So guys, what we've been playing? Huh?
Yeah. So since this is a regular episode, let's just treat it like it's normal. So I guess I'll go first, since I don't know. I can just lead off. So this week I've been playing actually nothing but Ori. Pretty much nothing but Ori. Trying to get footage and trying to refresh myself ready for the review, which is coming along actually very nicely, but we'll get to that at the end of the cast. So that's really about it. Also some Devil May Cry here and there because I'm fucking lame.
Oh my gosh. That shit
And a
hasn't
little
gotten
bit
old
of
yet?
Yoshi's.
After however many years it's been.
It's gotten pretty old, but I mean, okay. Do you know that like alcoholic grandfather
Jesus.
who always
Yes.
says like never drink, but they have like several bottles of Jack under the sink?
Yeah.
Okay, that's basically me at this point. Very abusive relationship. So yeah, that's pretty much been my entire time since our last numbered cast.
All right. So there you go. You go again, John. Let's keep this order.
Okay,
Let's do this order so we avoid
I've
this
been-
silence.
Yeah. I've been playing some Fear, I guess, recently.
Oh.
Only 10 years late to the party.
Just
It's pretty banging.
the first one?
The only thing is... Huh?
Just the
Fear.
very first one? Like OG?
Yeah, just the first one.
Oh.
Because
Do you
like
plan on
I finally get a
continuing?
PC, and I'm like, I need to get around to some PC games.
Ah.
It's good. Wish there was more enemy variety, but any game that lets me go slow-mo and shoot my own grenades is like a masterpiece.
I never did that. Damn, I should play that again.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. You can do it in Vanquish as well.
No.
What, like do sick bullet
Like
time
shoot
shit?
your...
What? That's literally like one of the main mechanics.
Gun
of
slut?
Vanquish.
Well,
shoot
okay,
your
like
grenades,
okay,
I'm
no,
saying.
like
Yeah. You can shoot your
Oh,
grenades in
I didn't know
Vanquish. Yeah, it's mad. Just like because sometimes the
Enemies will jump out of the way or something.
normal grenades, like their blast radius isn't that big, So if you throw it and it's going past an enemy, then like go slow-mo, just shoot it right above the enemy's head. It's beautiful.
That's pretty cool. Coolest part of Vanquish is how you can throw your cigarette. Any game that has secret cigarette mechanics, great by me. Yakuza, Metal Gear.
Where does Yakuza have it?
Oh, in like Yakuza
Like
3
heat
and
attacks?
stuff, you can, if you press down twice on the D-pad, you'll whip out a cigarette and light it, and then just as long as you don't get hit, you'll have a cigarette in your mouth, and then it lets you do a secret heat move where you spit the cigarette out of your mouth into their eyeball and then punch them in the face. It's pretty awesome.
Holy shit.
So it's like it's not like a primary mechanic. It's just some. It's like okay.
Like
Well, I mean, it exists. It's a thing.
It's just
So
one
fair
day
enough.
I found out by tapping some buttons. I was like, what?
You're like, oh, dude, sick.
It's pretty sweet.
So is it like a viable thing to do? I guess is my question.
No, it takes a while to
Or is
like
it just-
light, so you got to be like a badass to like get one off. You
Oh,
know?
okay.
If you get hit,
So-
it flies out of your mouth. You know, and it goes away.
Oh, and
It's just kind of like one of those cool
But
little
it-
things. It's like the sunglasses and the Hawaiian shirt in Super Mario Sunshine. You know, you just show off your skill. You know, but it doesn't actually do anything.
to get the sunglasses, don't you just go talk to some guy?
You gotta have so many sprites. I'm saying once you get them. No, you don't just get them. He's like, hey, if you save the world and be a badass, I'll give you these glasses. Then afterwards, you can get the Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Okay.
Stop
I
bigging up
think.
Hawaiian shirts just because you live there.
Dude, the GameCube,
Is
that
this
whole
bias?
generation,
Okay.
that whole generation was the greatest generation for me because that was the generation of beaches. Like Final Fantasy X, Super Mario Sunshine, other games I can't think of right now. It was all just a bunch of beaches.
Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald?
Yeah.
Jack and Daxter.
Yeah,
Holy shit, he's right.
Yeah, Jack and Daxter, yeah. It's because it was like the first
What else?
generation that they could actually render water and stuff.
Like water frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something else. There's another major one I'm thinking of. Shit.
Remember when Sonic Adventure tried to show off its
Oh,
water
Sonic
rendering and
Adventure.
now it
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
looks like
Sonic
arse?
Heroes. Okay,
Well, I
okay,
don't know
not
about
that.
Sonic
Never
Heroes,
mind.
but Sonic Adventure, definitely. First level of Sonic Adventure.
Fuck. What else? I know there has
There's
to
other
be
stuff.
more, but
let
I
me
can't.
let me go look.
Yeah, of course.
See if I
But yeah. Was that all? Was that all you've been playing, John?
Are you planning?
I was playing a bit of Blacklist because I hate myself and partly like for filler footage for my last video. And it's like,
Splinter Cell.
Oh.
Okay.
yeah, it has actually some quite good level design. It's just the mechanics render it completely pointless. So it's like if the level design was in Chaos Theory's engine, it would actually be quite good. But the fact that I can just shoot everyone to death is just like, what's the point in going a stealthy route?
Is that the one with? Is that the one with Mark and Execute, or is that Conviction?
That was
they
Conviction.
both have Mark and Execute.
Okay.
Well, never mind.
Really?
Yeah, they
Oh,
both have.
shit.
Blacklist doesn't have it on the highest difficulty, I think.
Blacklist is the one
Oh,
where
so it's
the
like Hitman?
dude like busts through the wooden door and like it says stealth. Like
Yeah.
Stop.
That's where that gift
where it's
comes
like
from.
just being shot a bunch and he just breaks through.
But Conviction was much worse in that aspect. Conviction was like so action based and like terrible.
Conviction is a game where you hang on pipes for the entire game, and then dudes walk in a room
Hey,
and
man.
shoot them in the
Yeah.
face.
Serious
a pipe.
pipes.
Fuck Conviction so much.
Do you guys know about the original version of Conviction? Or what the game was
No.
originally?
is this-
What the Assassin's Creed like
this-
thing where you walk through crowds and that?
Yeah, and you like pick
Is this
up
like
Yeah, I
items.
saw
hidden
that.
from
It's
items.
weird.
Is this like? Is this a Colosting concept
Yes.
video waiting to happen?
Yes, it is.
Do it. Hayden.
Where? I've never heard
I'd
of
watch
It was
this.
it.
kind of like Watch Dogs, where you're like kind of going
Yeah,
around
it
talking on a
was.
cell phone, and then all of a sudden like dudes started trying. It was like more melee based, and you were like picking up
Could
things
you-
in the
Yeah.
environment and throwing them at
Could
dudes.
you like?
It was totally different.
It was not Splinter Cell
Yeah.
at all, but then again, neither was the real Conviction.
Could you call like people on your cell phone to like disable helicopters and
Oh
shit?
shit! I don't know. I don't know if you got that. What
Wasn't
they
there like a
showed
bit?
wasn't. They didn't show that much, you know.
Wasn't
Oh,
there like
okay.
a bit inside where they were showing off how many objects you could
Yeah,
pick up and
exactly.
like chuck at enemies?
It was all
heads or
physics
something?
based and all that stuff.
Oh yeah,
They're
because
trying
that
to,
was
they're
back.
trying to overshadow Dynamite Cop on the Dreamcast, trying to top how many items they could use as
That was
weapons.
actually because like around that time with Metal Gear Solid Rising, because to me the entire 7th gen is just one huge blur.
Yes.
But that was back when we actually got like tech demo demonstrations of the game's engines that weren't purely graphics based.
Yeah.
Like that shit was. I can't think of the last presentation that did that.
Well, it was just kind of an interesting like, sequel because, you know, like let's say this character from a stealth game got put in a situation where he's being hunted by people. It wouldn't become another stealth game. It would like sort of change into a different type of game. You know what I mean? And it would be like that.
Like,
but then when we're talking about video games, it's like you make a game that's not a stealth game out of a stealth game franchise, and people are like, I don't think so, buddy.
Because normal Splinter Cell is sort of like, I've always thought of it as like predatorial stealth.
Yes.
It's like you're sort of hunting everyone else. But Conviction, is sort of like, oh, you're being hunted. It's just a shame that the game itself was shit.
And then the design for Sam Fisher, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He had like a beard and shaggy hair and like a leather jacket on or some shit.
Yeah.
He looked like the dude from like Condemned 2 or something.
Oh, right.
Oh shit, have you ever played Condemned 2?
No.
That game is hilarious. The very first thing that happens in that game is like you get thrown out of a bar, and then some hobo asks, like, he's like, you want some help? And then he like holds out his hand, and then it's like an X prompt appears on screen. You press it, and your dude's like, fuck you to the guy.
Holy shit.
It's amazing.
Wait, is it an Ace Combat game where like the final bit of the game is a quick time event to like do a fist pump in the air?
Yeah, Ace Combat Assault Horizon, the very final cutscene. You quick time event.
Is
you
that
like
the one,
throw your fist
is that
in
the
the
one
air
where you
like
have to shoot a bomb for like 20 minutes until it blows up?
Shit, I don't fucking know. I haven't played it that much.
There's like a missile going towards the White House, and you have to shoot it for ages
What?
until it just gets disabled or whatever.
Is it fun?
Which one is Ace
No,
Combat?
apparently, like,
Well, like, because I played the PS2 Ace Combats, but I have not played Assault Horizon.
Assault
Oh, no,
Horizon.
I hear everyone
I played
hates-
a bit of it. It's just kind of like really boring. Like, I mean,
yeah, I hear everyone hates.
it's hard to
the
describe. You can like
PS3
only blow
ones.
stuff up by doing a specific thing. You gotta like get all close to them and like lock onto them. It's not like
Also, the final boss of Ace Horizons, I think it is complete bullshit. Like it's like mostly scripted, and like whenever you try and shoot it, it will just do like bullshit tactics to get out of the way.
what? A
It's
final boss
terrible.
that's scripted in the year 2000.
It's- Final boss
I've
in a
seen footage
video
of it, and it's
game
just
is-
absolutely awful. Whereas you have like the Ace Combat Zero final boss, which at the very least has the greatest final boss theme of all time.
Yeah.
With all the Spanish guitars and shit.
Yeah. So you're playing Fear. Are you planning on playing Fear 2 and Fear 3?
I've heard this shit, so no.
They are shit.
Wait,
Two
Fear
is-
2 is shit.
2 is less shit, but 3 is definitely shit.
Yeah, I've heard. Okay, yeah, I've heard 3 is like the worst. But
Okay,
in what
listen-
way?
listen
In what
here.
way is it
3
terrible?
is a sequel where the guy from the first game comes back, and he's like the main character again, but in more than just I'm the silent shooter guy, role where you're not even really a character, you're just guy, and you're just the vessel for the player.
Yeah.
He's like an actual character, and then the villain of the
What the
first game
fuck?
comes back, and they're like, "Yo, we're brothers or some shit. Let's go fucking kill that ghost bitch or some shit. I don't fucking know." And then, but your
the
character,
fuck?
looks like Wolverine now, but he's still a silent protagonist.
Oh, you mean the Point Man?
Yeah, Point Man.
Okay, and John, that's his name. His name is the Point Man. I shit you not. It is a thing, and it is real.
So Point Man is still a silent protagonist. He looks like Wolverine. He just gets talked to by like the main villain of the first game. He's like, "Yo, let's go kill some shit," and then he's just like, "Oh." And then you just, if you play, you can play as the ghost guy, and all he does is just like shoot ghost blasts at people's face until they explode.
Isn't that like isn't that like the co-op gimmick
Yeah, it
of
is, yeah. 3 is like,
3?
well, what if we like put co-op in fear, bro? That'll totally save this dying franchise.
What's his name? The ghost dude? Is it Spooky
I feel
Man?
like it's like
Point Man
Vasper
Spooky?
Rappel or some shit like that.
William A. Zappelli.
Villain. Fear. 1.
So,
PC.
what have you been playing, Hayden? What have you been doing?
What have I been playing?
Yes.
Well, not much
Wow.
actually. But I've been playing through all the Halo games. And I played 3 missions of
Really?
Halo 5, which I'm pretty sure is half the game, because I heard it's really short.
So, okay, did you play this on the Master Chief Collection?
Yes.
How is it?
Like all the Halo games?
Well, no, I'm not talking about the Halo games. I'm talking about the Master Chief
Yeah,
Collection.
no, but like all the games
as
on
an
the
H.
Master Chief Collection?
Yes,
Okay, yeah, I
like
played all of
as
them.
an HD. Uh huh.
Okay, so there's some frame rate issues every now and then,
Mhm.
even in like Halo 1, which is kind of
Mm.
weird. Then like once it gets to like Halo
Mm.
3 and 4, there's no frame rate issues. 4 kind of sucked just on its own as a game. But yeah, it's just kind of a bunch of games you go around shooting aliens. And, they're the remastered versions of the first 2 games. Yeah, they have a bit of frame rate issues, and that's it, which kind of sucks.
Okay, but other than that, though, it's a pretty good HD collection.
It's it's good enough.
Okay.
I mean, the graphics for the first game are not very good, even remastered. But the second one are pretty good. Is pretty good looking. All the cutscenes are redone by like Blur, the Blur Studios. So they have like crazy high budget like CGI cutscenes for all the cutscenes. And it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I've seen some of those. They look fucking intense,
Yeah.
especially the ones for Halo 2.
Yeah, just Halo 2 has them. What's really funny
Oh, really?
is all throughout both the first 2 games at any time, and I think this is the cause
Mhm.
for the frame rate issues for some reason, is you can press select at any time and like change from which version, like the remastered version or the original graphics. So like at any time you just
What?
press select and it'll go from like the remastered graphics, boom, you're playing the original Halo 2. And-
Oh, so like it swaps the textures.
Yeah.
That sounds actually really fucking cool.
Yeah,
but
at
it's
any
like
time.
so it's the same geometry and shit then.
It is. So there's like
That's
some
really
weird
neat.
points where there's supposed to be like something there, but they didn't actually put it in the new graphics, or something like that, or like where it's a wall, but you can go through the wall, and then you like switch to the original graphics, and you realize, oh, there wasn't supposed to be a wall there. They just got lazy, and now this is like some crazy hidden thing, because there's a wall in front of a bunch of items. So what's funny is you can be watching these like crazy CGI cutscenes that are super detailed. You can press select during the cutscene and it'll switch
And
to
it'll
the
just
original. And it's
Oh,
just like
that is so
Master
cool.
Chief like fucking floating through space with like a bomb, and then you switch over and then it's like this crazy high budget fucking Star Wars thing, like and then you switch, it's just like fucking floating. It's just no no tension at all to it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
That sounds like a really nice remake.
yeah.
Imagine if Resident Evil remake you just press select and you go back to the fucking
Oh, shit,
PS1
that'd be awesome.
graphics. All with the PS1 dialogue.
Mhm. What's funny is for Halo 2 is that they actually added a cutscene to tie into Halo 5. They got this guy like John or whatever his name is. I'm not sure what his name is. He's like the new like, ooh, I'm like Master Chief, but not really. I'm the new character for new players to get into.
Right.
And they like added a cutscene where he's talking to the Arbiter, and he's like, "Hey, I'm trying to find Master Chief. Ever heard of him?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, I knew about that guy.
Oh, no, brother.
From Halo 2 and 3. Yeah, let me tell you about the story of the Master Chief."
Oh, so that's the premise?
Yeah, so kind of.
Well, okay, like isn't the deal of 5 that like there are Spartan, like there's Spartan hunting Spartans.
Yeah, so like basically the plot is like Master Chief's like doing a thing, and then he's like, I'm gonna go do a thing, but not ask for permission. Oh, so they're like, can somebody get this Master Chief asshole? And that's the entire plot. So
and then fucking the Halo 5 MC walks up like, yo fam.
Yep. He's like, I'll get him.
This is my job.
And then Buck from Nathan Fillion, who plays this guy named Buck in like fucking Halo ODST, all of a sudden he's back and like he's a Spartan. So like Nathan Fillion's like a returning character who's all detailed in him.
Is it the same character as the ODST?
Yep.
How can you become a Spartan without going through the Spartan program?
Well, I think it's like one of the newer Spartan models where it's like
they've
updated
updated the hardware.
Yeah, you just sign a few papers and then you're a Spartan. Because he was just an orbital drop shock trooper or whatever fucking ODST.
Yeah, ODST.
But now he's like doing crazy skydiving stunts and bouncing all over the place because he's got regenerating health. I don't need health packs anymore.
So is that all that you've been playing recently, or?
Yeah.
Oh no, you've been playing.
I mean, I can like talk more about fucking Halo all day. I plan on doing a video on Halo. I was gonna do a video called like whatever happened to Halo, and just kind of talk about how the series in terms of popularity and stuff all of a sudden took a major dip with the release of 4 and especially 5, and just kind of talk about how that's kind of weird. That sucks.
Well, I was surprised that 4 even came out.
Mm-hmm.
Like because 3, I played 3. I played 1, 2, and 3 in ODST, and the ending of 3 was pretty final, or like it was pretty self-explanatory from there.
I really like 3's ending, where he's
it was like
wake me up when you need me. He's like,
especially the legendary ending.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like he's with Cortana on Forward Unto Dawn, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's been cut in half. Yeah. And the Arbiter, like, makes the jump, but for whatever reason, the part of the ship that Chief and Cortana are on don't. Yeah.
So
that was neat. I like that a lot.
It's a good ending. If they left it like that. I mean, then ODST came out, then Reach came out. And so, I mean, they weren't really interested in making a sequel to 3.
Yeah.
So,
but then
it's obviously like, wake me up when you need me. Well, whatever happens if you did get woken up? Wow. So,
oh my God, Prometheus.
So 4, 5, and then upcoming 6. They're now part of like a new trilogy called like the Forerunner trilogy, and it's all about
the upcoming 6.
Yeah, 6. They're making a 6th one. They specifically are making a trilogy, a second trilogy.
I had no idea.
And it's like the weirdest, like, anticlimactic, like, meandering, directionless like trilogy I've ever fucking seen.
Okay, so super spoilers. Okay. Have you played through 4?
Yeah.
Okay, so when Cortana fucking dies, and then Chief goes off to bring Cortana back, isn't that like the catalyst of 5? Yeah. That's why they... Okay. And then he brings Cortana back, but she's, like, full rampant.
Yeah.
And she wants to fucking kill all humans with these fucking Ava, or, these fucking giant-ass space mecha.
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't she succeed? At the end of 5?
I don't know. I haven't beaten 5 yet.
Because to my knowledge, from what I've heard, because I have not watched the entirety of the game's plot, it ends with Chief and most of the USMC, and I think most of the Covenant, like, getting put into stasis by Cortana. I don't know. I don't see how 6 comes about. I don't know.
Yeah, like from day one when they announced 4, they're just like, yeah, this is gonna be 3 games.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they're making Halo Wars 2 for some reason. Like, who the fuck asked for that?
Well, okay. To be fair, that's a bit more of a. Fuck. The name escapes me. It's a bit more of like a spin-off. Game. Although I guess.
I know. I'm just kind of saying like, who wanted 343 to make a fucking sequel to Halo Wars?
Good.
Nailed it. Nailed it. All right.
Right,
So-
let's go.
All right. So we've officially exited what we've been playing. Jesus, John, my boy. So this is a regular segment of the podcast because I know I'm in the presence of two heathens who don't fucking listen to it.
What are you saying?
This is called
mate?
the album. Oh, the album. I'm saying you're British,
Listen here, man.
and I'm glad that we left you.
Even though I
So
have not
the
listened
album
to
of
this,
the week is something where one of the members of the crew will do a recommendation for an album, and we do our best to distribute that album amongst ourselves, listen to it, and then we talk about it. Have either of you two downloaded Near Gestalt and Replicant Jazz Arrange?
no.
No,
Fuck.
because I thought I wasn't going to be able to make the podcast.
I imagine.
I just didn't
Oh.
do it.
Okay, that's
But
fine.
I think I
Good
may
luck,
have
Aiden.
heard this before because I am
Okay,
quite a
so-
fan of this.
The soundtrack.
game,
Okay. So the album of the week this week is my choice, and I have chosen Near Gestalt and Replicant Jazz Arrange. These are remixes of the Near Gestalt and Replicant soundtrack. 10 tracks in total across 2 separate volumes, or it's either 10 or 12, and they basically do jazz arrangements of some of the most popular tracks. And obviously they do Song of the Ancients, Grandma, just they go through and or I think it's one person, it's Sean Skelefanafi, or however the fuck you say his name, and he does a really good job. And I don't know how he got some of the vocals, because it sounds like they were recorded for these remixes.
Yeah.
But overall, yes, it is a very, very strong... It's a very strong listen, and I don't think that there is a place to pick this up for purchase. I could be wrong. It could be on iTunes. I downloaded it off of a share site, and I feel sort of bad about that if there is a place I could buy it. But yeah, I wholeheartedly recommend this album. It's a very smooth, very fun listen, both of the volumes. And so with these you get Sun Shower, which is Snow and Summer. There's Shadowlord's Castle Roar, Kaine's Duet, Song of the Ancients, Emile, Wretched Automatons, Grandma, Yona, The Prestigious Mask, Gods Bound by Rules, another Emile version, and Shadowlord. Those are your 12 tracks, all turned into full jazz arrangements, and I like them a lot. So, yeah. And you two fucking heathens need to listen to it.
Hey, man.
I will.
The songs are good as
Because
they
Nier
are.
actually has a very good soundtrack, and I'm very excited to play some mad platinum game with Nier tier music in the background.
Yeah, okay, shill. You just had to throw that in there.
Wait, shilling pays, Hayden. This paycheck I've got from Platinum Games, it speaks to me.
You got those platinum gains.
Yeah, platinum gains more like platinum did not give you a new microphone.
Shut the fuck up, Vash.
So yeah, Nier, amazing soundtrack.
Absolutely.
Jazz arrangement.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
I might just fucking throw up the original versions of this album for another album of the week, just because it is that good. Hayden can attest. Luke, if Luke was here, he would be all over this shit. 10-1. Yep.
Can I make a recommendation now?
Oh yeah, sure. If you want to, go ahead.
All right, everybody listening. Google Yakuza OST and just listen to all of them.
Fuck up.
Every game.
No, Hayden,
Did we
shut
just
the
get
fuck
money?
up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, Ishin. They're all great. Have
Yeah.
fun.
Alright, can I make a recommendation?
No.
Not that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
Damn,
you should
I
listen
can't
to the
believe I had
Metroid
you
Prime
pulling for me in
soundtrack
the orchid.
because it goes.
Why do you just assume that I listen to Metroid Prime ambient music in the gym?
You gotta listen to Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah, because anyone's gonna
Jesus.
play that game to get to any of those songs. You might as well just listen to the OST and get it over with.
Oh shit! Well,
you're
I mean,
you're speaking to the 2 people who have ever played Yakuza, so you can't say shit.
And you're speaking to the 0 people who ever played Xenoblade.
Would have played Metroid
Well, if Luke was
Prime.
here, then he could testify.
I'm just kidding. I've played Xenoblade.
Yeah, but Luke's also doing videos on Drakengard, so it's pretty rough.
No, he
when
says
those are the people in
Drakengard.
your
It's
corner.
Drakengard, guys.
Oh shit!
Drakengard is one of my favourite
It's
games.
Drakengard.
What a funny little game.
What a
I
weird
may
little
have
game
spoiled
you
this in
are.
one of my other videos, but this is one of my favorites.
Hey man, I got Demolition D to watch that video. And
The way
he
he
thought
pronounces
it looks
pedophile
good.
is so good.
Did you
Pedophile.
actually, Hayden?
Yeah, I did. He said good
Who's
stuff.
confirmed to be a pedophile.
He's a paedophile.
Confirmed to be a pedophile.
Oh gosh,
He's
he's
a
a
paedophile.
paedophile.
Oh gosh. Sherry. Oh Jesus. So. Yeah,
Fucking
don't
jump.
fucking look up Yakuza.
Whoa. Dude. Make the entire
Whoa.
background music of this whole
Don't do
thing.
that.
Yakuza music.
Yakuza music?
Yakuza.
I'll do like the baby making track.
like a
like a dragon Ishin.
like a dragon Ishin.
As Charlie likes to call it.
Is it Ishin or is it
It's Ishin.
Oh.
Let's call it Ishin.
How does he pronounce it? Oh.
Charlie he doesn't pronounce
Like
Japanese
a
stuff
dragon,
good,
Ishin.
but he can get
Dragon-
away with it because he's got a
Dragon's
British
Dogma.
accent, so like people don't expect him to pronounce stuff good.
Yeah, how do you pronounce Dragon's Dogma, John?
Shut the fuck up.
Dragon Dragoons.
Dogma.
Shut. No.
Legend of Dragoon.
Why am I on this
Legend.
podcast?
I don't know.
Because we're here to help you. We love you.
Dragon's Dogma.
This is all fun.
You did it.
And as a bonus, you can get Bayonetta.
Bayonetta. Bayonetta.
Bayonetta butter.
Sorry, love. You don't look like a Cereza to me.
I don't understand people who prefer Cereza to Loki. I mean, Loki was a little bitch, but like Cereza was some next level shit in terms of how annoying she was.
Yeah, but I mean, Pokey prefers Cereza, I think, mostly because he's a pedophile.
He's a pedophile?
Paedophile.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh, tish pish posh.
Who let this in?
He's confirmed to be a... Who let this in? He's confirmed to be a pedophile.
He's gonna get me.
Fuck.
All right.
So I guess let's get moving on some news here. So obviously at the bottom is the shit that fucking everybody's wanting to see, but so Final Fantasy 15 is apparently reaching like a finished content state where it's getting into a pre-beta playable.
Jesus.
Now, this is a niche gamer article, but basically here's a lowdown. So Final Fantasy 15 is at a point to where it is reaching beta, and it's on PC, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's coming to Steam. They're planning on developing it on PC and then porting it to PS4, so I mean that could explain some of the frame rate issues.
Oh dear.
But overall, this means that Final Fantasy 15 is getting very close to being feature complete. Not necessarily fully quality assured, but feature complete.
Well, it's about time.
Yeah, when did this whole thing start? Not Versus 13, because that was Fabula Nova Crystallis. When did it become 15?
I think that was like
E3
2013.
2014?
He was
I
13.
think.
He was 13.
No, 13, 12?
Was it 13?
maybe?
No, it definitely wasn't 12.
Oh, alright.
He was 13.
Fine then, fucking just
Because
sandbag
it was
me.
the same year that Kingdom Hearts 3 was unveiled.
You're right, you're absolutely right.
Guys,
and that was...
I remember when
Yeah.
one of my friends was like, "Dude, I'll buy a PS3 when they announce Kingdom Hearts 3."
Sorry.
Missed the boat on that one.
So sorry, friend. You got body. I'm gonna laugh when they have to delay it to the PlayStation 5.
Didn't they
Oh snap! I'm
start
listening to
developing
this.
Kingdom
I'm
Hearts
listening
3
to
on
this
the
near jazz
Luminous engine?
thing.
Yes. Well, okay. It began on Luminous, and then it was either scrapped and restarted, or it was ported to Unreal 4.
Yeah, because like you look at Luminous now, like with Final Fantasy 15, and there are some parts that honestly don't look that great, and like it looks good in some parts, but I think they actually had to use some weird like in between engine for the demonstration in E3 2014 when they were porting it to the PS4. But
I believe it.
that like Luminous, it looks good in some parts, but in some parts it looks like really jagged and.
Okay, of what little I've played at Final Fantasy 15, which was of the Final Fantasy Type 0 demo, I'm sort of okay. I've not played any Unreal 4 games, but I imagine they will probably run smoother on Unreal 4. Like, for as particle effect intensive as all the Kingdom Hearts 3 footage has been, I feel like, and it still runs pretty decently from what I've seen, I feel like Final Fantasy 15 would benefit from being on Unreal 4. That's just my personal thing, because Unreal 4 is an engine that seems to be much better than 3 for consoles.
Oh,
and
God,
that's a more consistent engine. And, you know, fucking developers are using it for everything now. Like, that's sort of the new industry standard, sort of like Unity in some aspects. But, I don't know. I wish that when they made the like, and the reason why I think that Kingdom Hearts 3 may have been just completely restarted from scratch was because they didn't just port it over. Like, they didn't port the Luminous engine assets over to Unreal 4 in the same way that I don't think they did that for 15. Because I think if it was just that simple, they probably would have done that for 15 as well.
Well, it's not like restarting Kingdom Hearts 3 development would have been that bad, considering when they first showed it off, it was literally like one small area and it just said now in development, and that was it. I mean, it was clear they had literally just started the game.
So the thing is, I don't even know for a fact that it was, how that was actually gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like,
it did look a bit suspicious.
Well, like, okay, the thing about the Kingdom Hearts 3, the initial reveal, was that the camera, like, okay, the camera was obviously not used to the benefit of the player. Like, sure, that could be a fucking dev thing completely. But the fact that, like, the menu doesn't really seem to move at all. If I recall, there was the portraits of Donald and Goofy on screen, but they weren't actually on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I feel like that was probably pre-rendered completely, and just threw a fucking Adobe Photoshop overlay on it.
Are you talking about the?
Well, I mean, it's like
the demo where like there was like a swarm of whatever the hell.
Yeah,
that did not look, that
there
didn't
was
look
a swarm of shadows.
That part right there, did not look playable.
Like, they did this super precise wall jump, and it's like flow motion in Dream Drop Distance was okay, but I don't see it getting that good. But whereas the new stuff we've seen of the recent trailers for Kingdom Hearts 3 looks way more plausible.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh yeah, the new stuff it's got to be gameplay.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be, but
yeah. I mean, it's kind of weird though, with Final Fantasy
likely.
15, that like all we've really seen over the past year or so is just random empty fields and like a couple cool looking caves. And I'm just wondering, like, is it gonna be that good after all this time?
Okay. The thing about probably not, because the thing is they've been developing it for so long Actually, I take that back. I have no idea how much of 13 Versus became 15, but from what I've seen, it, like, okay, we've seen the field and the caves, but that's just the Duskay demo. The actual Versus 13 trailers have him fucking going through. Oh wait, no, was that Versus 13 where they were like in the city and shit?
Yep, that's Versus 13.
There was a 15 one, the E3 2014 trailer, where there's like all this crazy water shenanigans going on. He's like,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, okay, so that was under 15. So yeah. Like I wasn't talking about like when he was doing the Virgil fucking summon sword teleport up to his sword. Like that was definitely Versus 13, but
there's like tons of Versus 13 gameplay where you're like going around fields, you're like riding mechas around and shit, you're like running past gas stations and stuff like that.
Like there's also shit they took out, like changing characters, and there was some other shit I can't remember.
You could play as the dude with the gun, and you would go into like a third person shooter mode.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what they turned into Final Fantasy VII.
I'm kind of speculating.
Because that's
Well,
because that's what Barrett looks like. Like, this is total tangent. Oh, actually, I didn't get you guys like. So
I tweeted about
avoiding. What are you guys thinking about that?
What?
Because it looks weird. I mean, like,
remake, because I think that it could honestly be some stuff from Versus 13 repurposed.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're gonna implement the stuff that they wanted to carry over to 15, but then they couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's a lot of crap going on with the game. Like the fact that, I mean, you know, some people might like the new gameplay, but the fact that like you remake a classic game, and then you're just like, we don't need to remake the gameplay. You know, that is dated. Like people are like, oh yeah, turn-based combat is dated, and it's like, you know, the most successful RPG franchise like ever still uses turn-based combat. That's not a, you know, that doesn't make any sense.
It's because Square Enix is too far up their own ass about. It's like they can't make a high-budget game with turn-based combat because that's for little games, you know.
But even Square Enix, like, they published Bravely Default, right?
That was just a 3DS game.
Yeah, and that was
turn-based,
and that did well.
He brings up Hayden. Well, Hayden brings up a good point where it's like they said that post Bravely Default, they were like, oh shit, guys, people still care about turn-based combat, but that was a 3DS game. Final Fantasy 15 and 7 Remake, and I guess to a lesser extent Kingdom Hearts 3, are all big dick console games.
Well, I'd understand if it was like Final Fantasy 16, and then like shithead reviewers would be like, oh man, they're using turn-based combat. What is this? 1997. But I mean, the fact that they're remaking a game that had turn-based combat in the first place, like no one would care.
Right.
Like no one would be like, why doesn't this have 15 combat? Because it's how the game was in the first place.
Players.
Oh, I just saw something that triggered me. Okay, never mind. I just saw the new Team Fortress 2 update. We are not doing this.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Okay, so I'm just going to put this in Discord really quick. So, how do you guys feel about Counter-Strike Global Offensive?
Never played it.
Okay, so the newest update for Team Fortress 2, the Tough Break update, comes with 26 new contracts, which is a 3-month event, one-of-a-kind weapons and exclusive weapon cases as reward cases. Weapon-specific contracts. So basically they have some shit for you to do with the guns, but they have these cases. Now, if anybody... I know you two have not played Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Have you guys played Dota 2?
Oh,
no.
Tiny bit.
Oh, okay. So, like, so in that game, there are crates that you get, like little boxes. And
you get
can
those
buy
in TF2 as well, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm trying to, like, I'm trying to see if any
Okay.
drop here. Fucking shit. If you get a case, you can't open it without a key. You have to go onto the Manco store, which is a real money store, and buy a key to open a crate. Now, this is a system that exists both for free-to-play games like Dota 2 and Team Fortress 2, but it also exists for games that you pay money for, like Counter-Strike. So it's everywhere. But this one, whereas in crates you used to be able to get weapons that were actually different, like you would get the Soda Popper, which was different from the Force of Nature, which was different from the Pepper Box, which was different from the Scattergun. You could get those in crates. But here, they're straight up introducing skins as things for you to get now. Yeah.
Remember when people cared about Team Fortress 2?
I put over 1,000 hours into Team Fortress 2. Thank you for reminding me of my crippling mistakes,
But like,
Sean.
more importantly, remember when Valve like developed games rather than like just money
the good old
vacuums, like
days.
skins and shit?
Remember when Counter-Strike was a balanced game? Moving on. Okay.
No.
Like, they've recently been releasing some updates for Team Fortress. Like, okay, here's my thing, and I'm just going to make this brief. Valve does not know how to balance games. I'm sorry, they don't.
No, they don't.
So, they've introduced several weapons in Team Fortress 2 over the years, like the Pepper Box for the Scout, and you know, some shit like the they've introduced some weapons that have been objectively broken at launch. Then they did what they did with Counter-Strike Go, where they released a one-shot kill pistol that cost
I heard about this.
very little. That's the latest. The latest update is a revolver. And what's funny is they can't remove it because with that revolver came skins, and those skins are going for hundreds of dollars.
Oh wow.
So, oh yeah, this is serious business. So, and with this, they've released a bunch of fucking bullshit fucking updates. Whatever.
Sounds terrible.
I've been out of Team Fortress 2. I've been out of that game for a long time. I treat it like League of Legends. I've left the plantation. You can't bring me back. I'm not going back. But yeah, so this update slobs my knob. Thanks, Valve.
I thought that's a good thing though.
It is, except when it's like this. Except when I have to pay. Okay, when I have to pay like a bunch of money, just to get the nice ham beezy. You know, I'm not about that life. I'm not paying money for lipstick. All right, come on now.
Isn't this a podcast about video games?
This is.
Where'd you get that idea from?
Yeah, what the fuck you talking about, fam? So yeah, Final Fantasy 15 is a thing, and it's getting closer to release. Do they have a release date for Final Fantasy 15?
2030.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I imagine that we'll get one soon. I imagine that we will get one soon, with this being apparently close to release. And I also think it's likely that since it's playable on PC, they would be stupid to not put it on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. So, moving on from that, we have System Shock 3 has been announced.
By who?
I need to look up the exact name.
Yeah,
So-
you posted that on the news thing, and I was like, I would have heard about this if it
Yeah.
was legit.
So, Other Side Entertainment is the name of the group. Other Side Entertainment, I am not at all familiar with them. So, hold on. So, okay, so Other Side Entertainment was the team that worked on Ultima Underworld.
What?
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
alright.
What?
That is not a good thing, right?
Okay.
Or is it?
Alright, so I've not played Ultima Underworld, but okay, they've at least...
Okay, Underworld. Shit, fuck. I'm getting all these
I've-
subtitles. There's so
I-
many Ultima games.
Yeah.
Okay, Underworld.
So,
Fuck.
okay,
There's Underworld
well,
and
okay,
Underworld 2. Okay, Underworld, mixed bag sort of thing.
right.
Sort of like a, what do you call that? What was the series before fucking, Demon Souls? King's Quest.
Oh, King's
Yeah,
Quest?
yeah.
Yes,
No,
King's
King's
Quest. Or is
Quest. No,
it
Kingsfield.
Kingsfield?
Oh my god.
Kingsfield.
King's
sorry.
Quest.
All right, listen, man. I made the mistake. It's okay.
Oh god.
But yeah, so Other Side Entertainment apparently has done Ultima Underworld, a game which I have not heard anything good about.
Yes.
I'm just
First
but,
person
you know-
dungeon crawler where you kill stuff.
yeah. Which is different from Legend of Grimrock, which is a first-person dungeon crawler where
I was just about to say, isn't that called Legend of Grimrock?
All right. But yeah, so this is and announcing it was this teaser site, which just like once it unlocked, just became like the picture of the face of the System Shock face, except super modernized.
For Shodan?
Yes, I believe it's this. In case you guys have not seen it, I'll put it in chat. So that's where it is.
So how do you know this is even vaguely legit? And they aren't just pulling a ruse.
Well, it says it on Wikipedia.
Yep.
So it must
Other
be
side,
true.
like they have What month of the year is it, John?
December.
When is April? Like April is 4 months away. If this is in April,
4 months after December.
All right, listen, fam.
Oh, here we go.
Listen. If this is an April Fool's joke,
I'm not
They're-
saying it's an April Fool's
they're-
joke. I'm saying
they're
that these kind of ruse
fucking
cruises
early.
happen all the time.
Well, like,
the
but
Metal
like,
Gear Solid-
why
remember the Metal Gear
though?
Solid 5 one? With some
Yeah,
guy
but that
was-
became something. That became something.
Yeah, it became like some
What was it?
crappy knockoff bullshit.
Okay,
I
we're not
mean-
talking about the Phantom Pain here, are we?
No,
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure we're not talking about the crappy knockoff thing was not the Phantom Pain. I'm making sure.
Okay. So this System Shock Shock 3 thing
Yeah.
looks legit. I think it looks legit.
Okay.
I believe it.
It's literally just a website, and it was like the Fallout 4 reveal, where it was a fucking it was a website.
Where Todd Howard came out on stage and
Oh yeah, okay,
shat his
okay.
pants
Yeah,
and
but-
that was
but-
it.
Right, I believe you.
Yeah, but before that, it was a website that had like a picture of the vault and like a countdown timer until like Bethesda's conference. Or
Oh, yeah,
some
that's
And then
shit,
the vault
whatever.
door opened up and it was a big middle finger.
No, it was Todd Howard.
Todd Howard's middle
Oh.
finger.
Yes, the very same.
Got it.
And yeah, so
Sounds cool to me if it's good. But
I
if it's just
don't-
a bullshit like Thief 4 sort of thing, then I'm not interested.
All right, the thing is, I don't like horror games
What?
at all. Oh, all right, listen.
No, I
fam,
understand him. I'm a pussy bitch as well.
I don't like the spooky. I don't like the Spooky Dookie game at all.
Glad I don't have to say
So,
it.
I have not played System Shock 1 or 2, just because fuck that. I don't think I'm going to pick up System Shock 3 if it is anything like the other two. And it should be like the other two.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
in
others-
terms of gameplay or in terms of how booky it is?
in terms of both, if it comes out and it's not like a first person RPG that's like super shitty unless you put skills into shit, then boo.
What if,
Just
right, the whole
Right.
presenting it as System Shock 3 is just bait, and it's a spiritual successor to BioShock, which was a spiritual successor to System Shock.
But
What
then why
if-
don't you just no, I actually would say that would be fucking suicidal. Because
Yeah.
there are a lot of people out there who really like System Shock. I don't know why, but they exist. And there are a lot of guys out there that like fucking BioShock. Why fucking not just why go for the System Shock name and put the number 3 after it just to fucking
Because it's...
Okay. Imagine
because-
Psychonauts
okay.
2. Okay, imagine
It's the
Psychonauts 2 was
third-
Les Rouge,
It's
right?
the third System... Okay, no, it's not the third System Shock spiritual successor, but it's the third in the line of Shock series.
But then why? Okay, so is this a reboot in your world?
I don't know. I'm making shit up, and you're
What
just
are
going
you
along
guys
with
talking
it.
about? I have no idea what you're
because
talking about.
it seems legit to me.
Yeah.
Okay, If Psychonauts 2 was Les Rouges and we got Broken Age 2,
Ugh.
I would laugh. I would flip shit. It would be perfect. I don't think that's what's going on here, though.
I can't believe that people have actually pledged money to Psychonauts 2 after all the shit Tim Schafer's
Apparently,
done.
it's slowed down. Apparently, it has slowed down
Still.
substantially. Well,
Like,
all right, listen.
It got low. It's still got a good chunk of people's money, and it's just like, I don't understand why people still trust this chucklefuck.
It is oh
Well,
shit!
don't worry,
it's
guys.
current.
If it doesn't make its goal by its deadline, they'll just extend the
It'll-
deadline.
Yeah,
for,
they'll
like,
they'll
2
extend
extra
the
months.
deadline. Yep, because it's gonna hit the deadline. Like, let's be real here. It's at 85% right now. With 24 days to go, it'll get there. I don't think it should.
Did you guys see that video by Shadunda, which was like talking about the way this site works? Because it's not on Kickstarter. This site he's using, I forget the name, but they
Fig.
can't, like, they're legally not allowed to talk about the way they're spending their money or something like that. So it's
What?
perfect. for
Oh
Tim
yeah,
Schafer.
yeah. I
The
read
site-
that.
Site actually takes twice as much of your money.
Yeah, a
Pretty
friend
much.
of mine, I think it was either my friend Kevin, who's not me, or it was Sam. Somebody was giving me the abridged version of the end user license agreement, and it was fucking scaly. That like that's the real Resident Evil remake. Like, what happens to your money is horrifying.
And Tim
But yeah,
Schafer's like one of the
like Tim
founding members of the site or something, isn't he?
Wow.
Or he's like
He's
he's,
a-
like some
he's-
he's like some high up person on the site, and it's just like this
He's
whole
either-
thing is
he's-
just way too dodgy.
either that or he's buddy with the owner.
No, he's
That's-
on. Like, if you go on the site staff, he's on there.
Wow.
Let me see. Fig about
Fig, that was it.
us. Advisors.
I
Tim
think he's-
Schafer, president. Oh.
Yeah.
Tim Schafer is presidency, makers of critically.
More like Tim Shafter. Am I right, guys?
Oh,
Why are we
But yes,
talking
he
about
is-
this?
he's
he
only
is
gone and done it
on-
again.
He is on the advisory board. So yes, that is kind of sketch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the thing is, the fact that it's Tim Schafer to me is super sketch,
Yep.
just because of what happened with Broken Age, and I think it'll happen again. But now they've gone for a route where they're not legally obligated to be honest. So
Yeah, and you know he's blatantly gonna pull another. Oh, you know, we got so much money, but to make this the best game possible, we're gonna need even more money. Psychonauts 2, ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be fucking shit. You suck my dick, just give me money.
The thing about Psychonauts 1 is that it's not even that good of a game. It's like a good concept, you know, cool, interesting world and stuff like that, but as a game, so it doesn't take much to, you know,
It's
to
like, it's charming,
improve on that.
and
yeah.
like the setting's cool, but gameplay wise, it's just kind of like, yeah.
It's
Okay.
very, very stilted. in
yeah,
the things you
definitely.
do.
Like, and it's to me, it was a game that I played when I was very young, which was like, I don't know, fucking 13 years ago. I don't know. I was young when I played it,
Mhm.
and I didn't really care as much back then. But I think if I were to go back now, I probably wouldn't enjoy it too much.
Everything about Psychonauts reminds me of like a game made for like a Cartoon Network TV show. Like that's what the
Huh.
game was based on. Like maybe it was like a TV show and they made Psychonauts out of it. Like a game
I actually,
for it.
I can see where you're coming from.
Just
with
everything
that,
about
but-
the
makes me think
presentation
of-
and everything.
It makes me think of weird, like, mid-2000s CG movies. Like, anyone remember that
Oh
fucking...
gosh.
That CG movie, like, Monster House? What was it called?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, you
Yeah,
need to
shit
stop
like
right
that.
now,
I
John.
don't know
Oh my
why.
god. You know, I went fucking a decade without thinking of that fucking movie, John. Why? Holy, okay. It's
Where's this going, Vash?
what?
Are we delving into the recesses of your mind where you've buried...
I haven't thought about this
Monster
movie in
House?
ages.
What about
What
what
the
about like that
fuck?
movie Chicken Little or whatever? It was like.
Oh my god! I stop.
What about Mars Needs Moms?
No.
We're
no. This is where I draw the line, Hayden.
We're done.
That's
The
gonna look more
podcast
realistic.
is over. Oh my god. But no, you actually like. I sort of see what you're saying. Still,
Yeah.
fuck you.
What? Okay.
But I
is-
see what
is
you're
your-
saying.
What is your anger over Monster
Because
House?
it's a shitty movie.
I know,
It
but
looks
there are
like
plenty-
hot ass.
Video games, man.
I don't want to
Video
think. I
games.
don't want to think of it.
There are plenty of shitty movies, man. You don't need to get
I
so
know, but you know what? I forgot about that one. It was a fucking bad thought that was out of my brain for so many years, and you're just like, hey Vash,
Remember that time
Monster
you got fucked in the
House.
ass?
remember that time?
It was the
this
first
shit-
one that came into my head. I don't know why.
Well, I hope
That
you
just-
don't have a second one that popped into your head or a third one.
Oh, he
No,
did.
no, I genuinely don't.
Wait, why are we talking about fucking Tim Schafer?
Because I don't know. System Shock 3 may or may not be Le Ruse, just like
It is not
How-
a ruse, guys. It's perfectly
psycho-
believable that someone
how
would dig
psycho-
up an old IP like System Shock, think, oh, I could make some money off that, and then go, boom, let's make a third one.
Yeah, but
The
it
sad
will,
What
part
if,
is
what
that
if it's
everyone
actually
not
Dead
to
Space
right.
4?
was it like it'll get cancelled?
What if it's actually
Because
Dead Space 4?
the gaming environment has changed, and we need to adapt to what players want now. And System
We're
Shock
adding
is
bullet
just
time?
not that. I remember when like Ubisoft said that about Splinter Cell, like after Blacklist didn't do amazingly, and they were like, gamers just don't want stealth games anymore. It's like maybe if you made them actually stealth games, then people would
Maybe,
buy them. You stupid
Players
chuckle
don't
fucks.
want. Maybe players don't want Ubisoft anymore. How about that? Never
Yeah.
consider that? Alright.
It annoys me because Chaos Theory is like one of the best stealth games ever, and then they just fucked the franchise.
Well,
Well, I mean that's happened to many a franchise this generation.
has.
let's
alone.
not get into stealth games that got fucked.
Oh,
I never trust a Frenchman.
she survived.
She survived.
Guys,
I'm already a
diamond.
It's okay, we got
Yes,
it
I'm
out.
already a meme.
There's another in my.
No,
It's okay, we already got it out.
we got them both out. Come on, start talking, bitch.
I'm afraid this game's been in development for 5 years.
5 years. Seizure. Oh.
Get the cover and apply for
Look at your budget, please. Be brave. So yeah.
Tim Schafer's video game Parasite.
Donated money.
US dollars?
United States currency. So yeah, moving on.
Psychonauts?
Sans lingua
Policenauts?
franca.
Well, someone-
I will rid the world of crowdfunding.
Remove Cut Congo.
And then it shall be free.
Zero. I'm getting funding.
Schaefer, I'm getting fucked.
Oh my god. I just realized that everybody has no idea what the fuck we're doing.
Oh god, no. No, keep this in. I don't care. Don't edit
No,
this
you
out,
guys,
Flash.
you guys missed a real treat before we started this. So, yeah, beyond System Shock 3, there was a trailer recently, and Hayden could definitely talk about this.
What?
Yakuza 6. Like a Dragon 6.
Looks rad.
That's gonna be a good
Yeah, it
one.
looks really good. So what's the so Kiwami has been out for a while, right?
No.
Or oh no, so
Zero's
okay.
been out since March. Kiwami comes out January 27th or 3rd or something like that. Around that time. So literally in a month from now.
How do they pump these things out so fast?
I
By
don't know.
using all the same fucking assets.
Yeah, but like Ubisoft do that as well, but these things are like consistently quality.
True.
Yeah, but Ubisoft's asset reuse has never been consistently quality.
Exactly. Well, the thing is with the Kiwami remake, you can tell that for all of the cutscenes. Well, first off, like Kazuma's model, Nishiki's model, they're taken from Zero. Then they've taken, like the animations from like the HD port of the original game, and they've just added the new assets onto them. So it's the same
That's
animation,
weird.
same mouth movement, stuff like that. Even though they've actually added new parts to the cutscenes, which is actually really jarring because all of a sudden, when it gets to the parts that they added to the cutscenes, all of a sudden the lip movements become like super detailed and the animations are like really good, and it's like, what? That's kind of weird. So yeah, basically they have all the animations. Basically they have the entire universe, all the, what the game's supposed to be about. They just have to take all this stuff, put it together, release it, add a couple extra things, blah blah blah, boom.
But
It's a little remake
even-
of the first game. There you go.
Even disregarding
Easy.
the remake though, like they come out like every year
Yeah.
with completely new story and like cutscenes and additions to combat, and they're always good. It's just like
Yeah.
weird. But yeah, 6 looks mad. The thing, the one thing though, I was watching the video, and it's like, why do so many games do this recently? Like weird
Shimmying
scripted-
through. So
Yeah,
you're like-
the shuffling,
Yeah, through
like,
pipes.
shimmying through the walls.
Yeah.
Why do so many games do that?
I don't know.
Like, what is it?
Because,
For
man,
like
we're going.
for Final Fantasy VII, it looks really stupid because it's just like you're going through a corridor. But for 6, it's actually gonna be interesting because you are exploring the intricacies of Kamurocho for the first time ever. So you're like actually going in between walls to explore little crannies and stuff like
Okay.
that you've never seen before, as opposed to like Final Fantasy VII Remake where it's like, yo Cloud, come to the end of this hallway, and then you're like, okay, I'm right on it. Oh, gotta go through here and go under here. Okay, I'm here. What do you want? Go fight those guys.
What the fuck?
There you go.
Yeah, remake's gonna be fun. Not.
Yeah, there are a lot of like fully fledged remakes, I guess, coming out. The Yakuza one, the Ratchet and Clank one, and the
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII one. And there must be another one.
Yeah,
I'm
the more
forgetting.
things. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Honestly,
There's more shit. I don't know.
100%. But yeah, so
Well, it seems like they've added a lot of parkour elements. You're like jumping from building
yeah, I
to
saw
building.
that.
That's pretty
Yeah, so
interesting.
he's doing some real dip, dive, and dodge and shit. It looks fun.
I think the
it looks very
storyline's going to
fun.
be about like Kazuma's in hiding or something like that. He's got to remain under the radar, so he's got to like sneak around the city and stuff like that.
I don't get how he's going to remain under the radar with those massive eyebrows he's now got in 6.
Those each individually rendered eyebrows.
Oh, they put tress effects on his facial hair. Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh.
His design is a little different. I mean, he's supposed to be like 100 years old by now.
But he's wearing like some teenager's hoodie.
Yeah, he doesn't look like
Yeah,
it.
but
He looks pretty young.
He's not showing any gray. Like I don't get how in fuck he is so good at everything.
I mean, do you remember
Like-
when Ground Zeroes first got announced and everyone thought like Big Boss was super old because the light was hitting him, like hitting his hair
Yeah,
made him
fair
look
enough.
gray, and then but they're like, no, he's actually not old. It's like what?
This is before the 9-year coma.
Don't remember that at all.
This
well,
is
everyone-
before
yeah,
the
whatever.
5-year development cycle.
No, it's he climbs up on the rocks at the very beginning, and they got like the searchlights shooting at Big Boss's face, and he's like, "Kept you waiting, huh?" He's got like he's got like gray hair.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Kept you waiting, huh?
And he's wearing like that Splinter Cell thing.
Yeah.
Kept
Hey
you
man,
waiting, huh?
that's in the other games. That's
his
the cover of Metal Gear
non-fucking-
Solid 1.
Yeah.
Where he's
Yeah,
from the...
yeah,
That-
but
that
right,
doesn't have
I'm just
Venom Boss.
lamenting my dead baby. Okay.
Gross.
Big boss.
Okay, so I was thinking maybe, like at the very end of the trailer, they zoom into his face, and I mean, he does look a little older. It kind of looks like he's got gray hair. I'm not sure if that's just the light hitting him, though. I'm not sure.
Fair enough.
He's got a couple grey hairs in the 6 trailer, but you'd expect him to just have like a full head of grey hair.
I'd expect him to be many things at this point. Dead, for one thing.
Oh, yeah. So as you were telling me before the cast, we won't get into super spoilers, but there was reason to suspect at the end of Yakuza 5, apparently, that Kazuma would not be returning.
Mm-hmm.
And that's sort of where Hayden's coming from with the whole he's in hiding thing.
Yeah.
So, I is it a PS4 game?
Yes, it is. Only PS4. It's not on PS3. I'm afraid that
good.
because of that, like the last, like Ishin, Zero, and Kiwami are all going to be 60 frames per second, 1080p.
Yeah.
Because they're PS3 games that got ported to PS4, and I'm really afraid
Right.
that, like, because they're focusing just on PS4 now, that they're going to be like, well, we can leave all that 60 FPS stuff behind.
All extra fucking 55 of these frames per second could be used on additional Majimas on screen.
Yeah, it's like with the Ratchet and Clank remake. They're like, oh, we're 2 systems ahead now. May as well cut out 30 of the frames.
Exactly. I remember after
Majimas
Crack in Time
anywhere.
or whatever, they're like, oh, we're not even going to do 60 FPS anymore because no one even cares.
Yeah.
They just like threw a hissy fit and were like, oh, for Into the Nexus, we're just going to make it 30 frames a second because reviewers don't care. But then it's not even 30 frames a second. Into the Nexus has like frequent drops.
Yeah,
Damn.
and they still like the fact that they based that decision because reviewers didn't care. Like
yeah,
when
it's just like care about
when
the quality of your own fucking game.
when reviewers have given such amazing quotes like Yakuza 5's combat is not as good as Assassin's Creed's and the Batman Arkham games.
Alright guys, it's good combat, right? But it's not quite as nuanced as attack, 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 counter, attack, 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 counter.
Attack, Spidey sense. Attack, Spidey sense.
I
no,
don't
I mean, I
understand
like the Batman
why some people,
games. They're fine.
like, I
but
just don't understand why some people like Arkham Combat so much. Like, I hate
like it a lot. I mean, I thought it was good. Like, it was novel and
like,
good
I mean,
in the very first one, but after a while, like, they never evolved it or made it any better with any of the
exactly,
sequels.
that's the thing. It's so bare bones. It's like, the only thing about it is it's got really nice animations that feel like super crunchy, and like the sound design is really good. So it's like intrinsically quite fun, but that can only last so long. If there's like nothing else to do in combat, then
And then you get to
good
Batman Arkham
animations-
Knight, and then you're just like, oh, I could fight all these guys, or I could just fucking call my Batmobile and fucking roll over them
Although,
all and kill
in
them
all
instantly.
fairness, I didn't play Knight, but didn't it actually add some stuff like you can pick up objects like bats or whatever, or that as in baseball
Yeah,
bats,
you can.
not bats.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Yeah, and there's like
You can
medics
pick them up
that
and like
will
do like
revive
2
certain
damage.
enemies.
You can like hit them 2 times and then it fucking breaks.
Oh man, I just don't understand why people praise those systems so much. There's just no depth.
I mean,
to them.
because-
It's
be-
just-
And then when you
Well,
play as the
they-
other characters, they don't like have
Okay.
any difference in gameplay or anything like that.
yeah,
just so we can jerk each other off in our fucking character
I'm up
action
for that.
game sphere. I don't think that people care in the same way that we do. Because, like, okay, like, a combat system is good if it feels good to most people. Like, if it feels good and it's super depthful and expressive, they don't give a fuck. Like,
But it's
they,
like-
they really don't.
I mean,
Or if it contributes to having a better experience. Like, fucking
the
look at
fuck does
Dark
that
Souls
mean?
combat. Oh, okay, listen.
like what does that mean?
Alright.
It's I wanna live the Batman.
You want to be okay?
experience
Oh yeah,
now.
you want to be the Batman.
Why can't
the
I
Batman
be the
doesn't-
Batman with good combat?
No, fuck that. The Batman doesn't need that shit. He needs just like Hayden was saying, the home dude needs the Spidey sense, so you can just do whatever you want to fucking do.
Well, principally, I want like a good game. You could make a good game with Batman combat.
You could, or you couldn't.
But why?
And it would be easier.
But like, why?
But it's more the fact that the system is so praised that it's got to the point where other games are using it as like the de facto combat system, like
Castlevania. Oh, not Castlevania. The fucking
game.
Shadow.
Mad Max.
Mordor.
The new Mad Max game.
Yeah.
It did.
It's
I
become like
completely forgot
the
about that
default
one.
combat system, which annoys me because it's not even good.
The game Remember Me.
Oh.
Apparently that actually did it better than the Arkham games.
No.
Well, the thing,
no, Remember Me is garbage. Get the fuck out of here.
Like, it's just, but no, like the experience.
I remember
thing,
that arse.
Like, I plan on doing a video on this eventually because, like, I was talking with Luke about this a while ago about Bloodborne because the Old Hunters DLC came out recently and the final boss sucks my fucking balls. Fucking the Orphan of Kos. I don't know if you've seen it. The Orphan of Kos fight is so bad for Bloodborne systems.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Orphan of Kos is huge. His hitboxes are huge. He's aggressive as shit. And he like, his movements are not designed well for the camera. But he makes for a very climactic fight. Like, it's
So it's like Jubileus.
So it's like the opposite of Demon Souls?
sort of. Well, okay, to its credit, the final boss of Demon Souls did have that sort of like 1v1 like Virgil. Or okay, I take that back. I'm thinking of the king.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the king, not of the spirit. You're right, or of the soul.
What the fuck are you on about?
All right, hang
Yeah,
on,
even
man,
even
I'm
Charlie
gonna
does that.
some
He
of
always thinks he considers
because
that
that's
to be
the
final
final
boss.
to me, fuck you. That's the final boss.
But you can beat him before beating other bosses. It can't be the final fucking boss.
He's the final boss, Hayden. He is the ultimate challenge.
I fucking beat him before beating Australia. That's
Just like how Ornstein and Smo is the final boss of the game. Even
But did you
though
beat him
Gwyn
before
were-
beating off to Australia?
Ooh, that's a good question.
What'd you say?
Garl Vinland didn't give a shit when I was pounding it. What? But no, it's just that's what people, because okay, people want the feeling of that experience, not necessarily all the expression and depth that comes with a combat system. Like if that's there, like okay,
Yeah.
like Devil May Cry. Okay,
Well,
I need to
people
stop going
suck.
back to this. I know they do, Hayden, but like okay.
Maybe if games were all like Yakuza and only required 10 copies to be sold to make a profit, we wouldn't have to care about what people thought.
Yeah, but that's not the world we live in.
Like saying people care about the experience is like, well, I don't know. Like I want to experience being some sick ass ninja, so I play Ninja Gaiden, and it also happens to have very good combat in there as well. So it's like
That's circumstance. Take Mark of the Ninja, dude. Mark of the Ninja was a game that was praised because of how it made you feel like a ninja. The fucking combat in Mark of the Ninja kind of sucks my balls.
yeah, but like it's Mark of the Ninja is not really about combat. Mark of the Ninja is a fucking stealth game, Famarino.
You can also fucking do that too. I've seen many people go through that game just doing combat runs. Like it's just, and that's the thing. It's when it comes to shit like that in the Arkham games, it's very circumstantial. Like the game could come out with fucking Bayonetta combat tonight and nobody would give a shit.
Yeah, but it's the fact that it's so it's like
Praised,
so
I get
universally
it, but
praised.
nobody fucking gets it. Nobody cares, John. Nobody Okay, Hayden, I'm sorry. Nobody cares about Yakuza.
Bitch!
Ain't nobody care about no Devil May Cry. Ain't nobody give a fuck about no Bayonetta. Like,
The
they
thing
just
is,
don't...
enough people care for it to exist. And for
Yeah, it still
people,
exists,
you know,
of course, but not
it's
enough.
when-
like,
That's what I'm sick of, all these games requiring
it's
like
when
$1 billion
it's-
sales just to fucking make a profit.
It's
and
when
like,
big name
oh.
reviewers who have like a say on how well a game sells, right, say, oh, the combat in this is good, but it's not quite as nuanced as the Batman Arkham
game
games.
with no
as
nuance.
if those are like the fucking pinnacle of action games. And it's just like, if people hold shit like that in the highest regard, then we're not gonna get better games, because developers only need to reach that standard to get praise. Do you feel me, fam?
Yes, I do, and I'll give you a counterpoint just to verify. Not because I disagree with you, but because I want to verify it. If Devil May Cry 5 comes out and it has the same amount of content as 4, I concur. That's what it will take for me to completely 100% agree with that statement. Because, okay, and here's why, and let me explain. When Devil May Cry 4 came out and when Special Edition got re-released, a lot of people praised that game in reviews, saying that it was, quote, the pinnacle of stylish action. To me, Devil May Cry 4 is actually quite the regression from 3. If 5 comes out and it is at all equitable to 4, because that's what they needed to hit in order for it to be considered good, then sure. I'll agree with that. Reviews in that sense are actively driving down the standards for developers.
Yeah, and that
because
is true,
like
at least with Devil May Cry 4, it actually does have some very, some very good, very deep systems in there, unlike Arkham, which is just mash one button and then press the corresponding combo to whatever colored prompt appears.
Okay, and then let me give you another sort of counterpoint there, because like when it comes to that review, the Yakuza 5 review, how long was that video? I hate to make this but it's true. How long was that video? That was like what, a 4 or 5 minute review?
Probably like 5 minutes.
It was like a 4-minute review for a Yakuza game. Like, Hayden, is that at all a good enough amount of time to even touch the combat?
I took that long for like each game in my, just
You took-
like
I
the
think you took
little
longer.
brief
I'll
overview
offer
video.
a counterpoint to your counterpoint to my counterpoint, or wherever the fuck we're at now. The thing is, it may not have been long enough to go into the combat of the Yakuza games, but he still made a pretty blanket statement on the overall quality of the combat compared to games of much lower quality.
Absolutely,
so
but there was no.
Okay, say I did a 30-second video on, I don't know, Devil May Cry 3, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And in that, I made the statement, it's good, but like it's not the fucking quality of Bubsy 3D, right, fellerinos? You wouldn't say, well, I mean, it was a pretty shit statement, but at the same time, 30 seconds isn't enough to explain all that's good about Devil May Cry 3.
Well, it's not the, like, okay, if he actually made some sort of point, like he actually went into why he felt the way that he did, I don't think a lot of people probably would have reacted in the same way. People would have actually been getting into arguments based on the merit of that argument, but simply reacting to a blanket statement probably would not have occurred. Those two reactions are not similar. That's just what I feel about that. So as far as that review goes, like, yeah, it's a blanket statement, but that's what you get for that kind of depth of your analysis.
I suppose, but I mean, his blanket statement should have been the opposite end of the spectrum. It's the fact that these people who praise like shallow games have such a say on the way the industry goes.
Potentially.
Look,
I mean, like,
okay, I don't think anyone's watching a Yakuza 5 review looking for like this giant scoping overview of the gaming industry.
No,
one's like,
that's
well,
that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is
I don't know what any of us are saying right now. I'll be honest right now.
I don't know what I'm saying right now.
He said something really dumb. Whatever. Yakuza's combat isn't like fucking blow my dick off, like amazing, you know? Like it's the pinnacle of gameplay either.
I know it's not.
I'm just saying it's a lot better than just like square, blah, blah.
Yeah. My point
no,
wasn't
I'm not disagreeing with you. I don't even know what you said, honestly.
I don't even... Okay, I'm going to preface this by saying I don't even know what I'm saying, but what I think I'm saying is that it's not about the fact that they didn't go into depth on it. It's the fact that I'm just pissed that fucking the Arkham games get such high praise when all it really is decent fan service.
I think what they see
really
is just
shallow,
like,
boring gameplay.
I think what they see is just like they think of Arkham Combat, they think of a guy flying around punching dudes. They're like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Meaning that's good gameplay, and that's
it. Like Chris Chris said one time, I think, that it's like, despite the fact that like you know Batman does all these different fancy moves, like you're just pressing the same button like the whole time. So it's like, you know, it's very skillful for Batman to pull off, if that makes sense, but it's not at all skillful on the part of the player. So it sort of tricks you into thinking you're this, you know, you're like some super cool guy who's like the best at video games because you can press two buttons.
Ain't that all the need, DeVito?
I don't think a single time playing Arkham Knight I felt like that was a good combat sequence, you know? Like, I just, every time I got into a fight with anyone, I was just kind of like, and then it was just sort of over.
I get hype when I play like Bayonetta, Devil May Cry, MGR, and Ori. I don't get hype when I've played Arkham.
You just had to throw Ori in there, didn't you?
because Hayden was here for it. I got hype when I did like a fucking really sick double jump, wall jump strat.
Yeah, but you just had to throw it in there with those fucking beat 'em ups, didn't you?
Because it's true. Fuck you, John.
You shill.
It's true. It is the game of the year of 2015. The rest of you can blow
but
me.
You're like listing off all these beat 'em ups. You're like, yeah, you know, you're like MGR,
because
Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, Ori and the Blind Forest,
and Silent Hill 2. What?
No, because those are the games in which I have done something sick and I got hype.
For Yakuza, these are like games where you level up, and like first off, like Yakuza has like 4 combat-oriented characters with completely different fighting styles, you know, combos, all this stuff. You level them up, you get new moves, all this stuff. You play Arkham, you punch people, and then you level up, you're still punching people. Nothing really changes. It's still the same, like,
yes.
You punch a dude, then you fly across the room to punch another dude, and then like once you get like 20 punches or something, then it starts going like slow-mo, so it's even easier to punch dudes in the face. You start like racking up your supervision, where you can just like kind of punch a dude and wait 5 seconds before punching another dude, and then like, oh, that guy's got a riot shield, let me jump over him instead.
It's also the fact that like you have all these gadgets, but they're never really useful apart from for stealth. Like in combat, it's so clunky to use items. Like even with the quick like the quick use thing.
Yeah, even in
it's so
Arkham
much
Knight,
easier to just punch dudes.
Like R2 and square to throw a thing on the ground that blows up. It's like I could just square them.
The only one that's useful is the back claw for getting guns off people, and that's the only one.
Didn't they just bind it to like a fucking trigger or a bumper button for quick use item?
You just like press like R2 and like X at the same time.
Oh yeah, it was a combo
R2
input.
and like square, and you do like all the
it
different things if you press them at the same time. It's just kind of.
It was a combo input. You're right.
Yeah, it's weird.
Fuck, how did we get here?
It's just weird because like whenever you're not like punching dudes in the face, Batman just like stands like a fucking tank and just like walks around.
Yeah, dude,
even during combat.
He's building up his concentration meter. You know this bat's power.
The most interesting thing about Yakuza 6 is I just want to know what the story's going to be about. I want to watch.
We were talking about Yakuza 6.
Yeah.
Yes, we're still on that.
I want to know who the other characters are going to be because while Ishin had one character because he had 4 different styles, it was his own storyline, and then Zero just had Majima and Kazuma. I don't think they're going to go back to just Kazuma as the main character. So I'm hoping they introduce some new characters. I hope like Akiyama, Saejima, Shinada come back, and then maybe we get like another 1 or 2 new characters, something like that. Because every time they introduce like a new character in these games that you play as, they're always fucking sweet. Like when 4 came out, Akiyama, Saejima, Tanimura, all great characters to play as. Then when 5 came out, they ditched Tanimura but added Shinada, fucking one of my favorite characters in the whole series. So I'm hoping he comes back. I actually kind of thought after 5 they were gonna make Shinada like the new main character of the series. For some reason, he just kind of looked like the new protagonist.
They haven't shown any like actual menu combat, right?
No.
Where they have a HUD up.
No.
Okay, so do you think they'll come back with Styles?
I don't know if they're gonna bring back Styles.
Because
it'd be kind of weird if they
before
had
we
like
started,
a bunch of characters with different styles.
Yeah, because before we started this cast, you actually made a very good point for why Kazuma probably shouldn't have a fighting style switcher after Zero.
Yeah, I was mentioning how in Zero, Kazuma is meant to be like he hasn't found the way he fights yet. So he has like this heavy style, this light style, and this like brute force style, and these are all meant to be like these three what he's like come up with at this point, and he hasn't refined them into a singular balanced fighting style that he uses in the future games, in like 1, 2, 3, 4. He just fights one way. But this is like when he's still experimenting on stuff. He just learned these things.
In terms of gameplay though, like if we are just playing as Kazuma, considering the style system was introduced in Zero, it would surely make sense to bring it back.
Yes, if it's just...
Because I mean, Yakuza's always done shit that like, has made sense in gameplay, but not really in story. Like Heat, what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
it's what lets your car go faster.
Oh yeah, the Yakuza, they charge their energy. Do you think
what badasses have? I don't know why you don't know what it is. I mean,
Hold
you
on,
surely
you
have
think-
some yourself, don't you?
You clearly ain't
hold
nothing special,
the
fam.
fucking phone, Hayden.
I'm
Do you think
I'm
we'll
fucking
ever get a
glowing right
Yakuza?
now.
Do you think we'll ever get a Yakuza where we can play as Haruka as a combatant?
Okay. I was hoping you'd say
Aw.
that. Haruka
Oh,
is
yes.
gonna, because I wanted to talk about this. Haruka
Okay.
is like gonna be like 20 something in this game if it follows the
Ooh.
convention of the previous games where like people age and like the time frame of the games are during the time they come out. So this is gonna be, Kazuma, all these characters, Haruka, the age they would be in 2016, Christmas or whatever. Oh, it's gonna be Christmas!
Right.
I just realized. Oh, it's gonna be out in December. It's gonna be a Christmas game again. Awesome. PS4 snow, bro.
It'll actually look, to its credit, it'll look very nice.
Yes.
I think those weather effects will look beautiful.
Who knows if they're
the-
gonna add anything
I talk
else?
shit about the Ratchet remake, but the snow in that. Oh yeah.
In what?
Yeah, like okay, they've consistently traded in the Ratchet remake
Oh.
how the particle effects and the weather effects look. They have consistently traded. Most of these remakes have traded quality of visuals for quality of performance, to their credit. I don't think that's a smart thing, but they have done that.
Wait, you're saying the opposite? Wait, you're saying traded
They've
performance
they've traded performance for visuals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think you said the opposite.
the Ratchet remake, I will concede, looks absolutely beautiful. Like the explosion effects look superb, and like all the weather and that. It's just it doesn't look good.
Yeah,
I mean, like you get the most annoying trend in modern games now is characters who just talk incessantly during gameplay, but like in the Ratchet remake, they don't shut the fuck up. I swear to God, but like they don't even talk about story relevant stuff. They showed one gameplay section where you're just walking along and you're taking this side character along, and he's just like, "Oh, that's a waterfall there. Me and my best mate used to go up there to suck each other off." And it's just like, shut the fuck up. Who cares?
Yeah, it's like,
so-
can games not just leave us alone anymore to just like
you
chill?
went to limbo to escape your nightmare.
Yeah. And, like,
Have these games never heard of just like, exploring an area and just kind of like taking in the sights,
exactly. But it's
That's
even
nice.
worse because obviously there's a lot of enemies to fight in Ratchet and Clank. Shooting is pretty much a main mechanic. But like every time a group of enemies show up, it's like, oh no, I gotta face these guys. Like, shut the fuck up.
Every time an enemy shows up, it zooms into Dante's face and he goes,
Oh, come on. Yeah, come on. Who's next?
"Hey, biggest loser, goodbye." Okay, so Haruka, right?
You could be called Limbo's top fucking idiot.
No, okay. So the thing I actually like about Halo 5, since we were mentioning that earlier, is Halo 5 is a game, AAA, big Microsoft IP, comes out Xbox One, boom, it's 60 FPS.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yep.
isn't that's pretty impressive?
It
That's
did
like
some-
that's sending a message. I think like they intentionally did that.
Well, technically, Call of Duty is like
Yeah,
every
true.
year consistently.
Yep.
But
That's people don't give that enough credit.
That franchise sucks.
Battlefront was 60 FPS on consoles, I think.
Oh, that really? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
man,
so,
like-
which is actually very impressive considering it looks beautiful.
Looks pretty good.
It's just a
yeah.
shame. Again, the game is kind of shit, but it looks
Yeah.
Like
amazing.
garbage on PC.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, like Destiny is 30 FPS on both PS3 and PS4. Halo comes out, boom, Halo 5 it's 60 FPS. I give that a thumbs up. I
No-
respect that. Meanwhile, you know,
Not
like
that I'm-
all these other franchises come out with HD collections, and they're like 60 FPS is the way to go, bro. And then their next actual game comes out, and they're like, oh, we're gonna be doing 30 FPS again. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this
Like-
genre doesn't really need 60.
Like with the Uncharted collection, Uncharted 4 is it's 30 FPS, and it's kind of like, what the hell? You
It's funny.
recognize
What's funny about that is that like the Naughty Dog are
Yeah.
blatantly showing that they think 60 is superior for the fact that
Mhm.
the multiplayer is 60, but
Yes.
they're only doing 4 and 30 so they can have Le Ebon graphics and set pieces.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't care.
I don't care how detailed Troy Baker's face is. I really don't.
Sans
It's just-
lingua franca.
I
The
hate
enemy
the
sniper.
stupid set pieces and shit in Uncharted.
Dude, you only played Uncharted 3 though.
I played 2 and 3.
You played all of 2?
I played most of 2.
2 is good.
2
yes, I
2
will
okay,
concur.
2
2
is
is
was
good.
good.
The thing that's good
But
about the
I-
scripted sequences in 2 is that you can actually play them. They're playable scripted sequences. They're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
bullshit where
It's
it's
like
like
2 is like script.
you know?
2 is like playable cutscenes, whereas 3 is like cutscenes with a light input. If that makes
yeah,
sense.
you know, like when you get hit into like the fucking bathroom and you're fighting that guy and it's just straight up like heavy rain, basically. No, like in
fuck's
2,
sake.
you know, when you're in the hotel and it's getting blown over and stuff, that's like some like tech demo
Yeah,
style
but there's
stuff
still-
that you can
there's still
actually
bits
play.
There's still bits in both where like it pretends to be like a pseudo platformer, but then it will just like auto correct all your jumps and shit.
Nate.
And like ledging is not platforming.
Yeah,
so boring.
I know. People love to
Like,
call
I
it
mean, I
platforming,
picked up
but
on
that
it
is
because I
not
was like, oh
platforming.
man, can't wait to shoot down people as I like jump over buildings or whatever. But like the two never really come into contact.
Well, if you
there
play
are jumping bits.
multiplayer, yeah.
Oh yeah, the multiplayer. I played the multiplayer of 2. That was
Yeah.
actually quite good.
2 is actually pretty good. I enjoy that.
The enemy
I didn't like
sniper. Look out, Nate.
That's gonna yes, it's gonna be it. Oh shit.
I'm gonna be doing the fucking Ocelot Joel voice the entirety of watching anybody.
Who should we get to do Revolver Ocelot? Oh, he's got
Troy Baker-
Troy Baker
Joel.
did the country accent. Oh, let's get him.
Look out, Nate. Engravings provide no tactical advantage whatsoever. Belongs in a museum though.
I
Pretty
like his,
good.
I actually like Troy Baker's voice in Uncharted 4. It's
I like Troy Baker's voice. Period.
Yeah, he's alright.
We just need
Oh,
some,
did I?
some
I
new
didn't like
talent.
him in fucking Metal Gear though. It's pretty terrible.
I think he's. You know.
I think he showed up to work and no one told him what to do when he did MGS4 in MGS5.
I'm not trying
He's
to.
like, hey
trigger-
guys, what's up? What can I do? All right.
And they're like, The Last of Us. And he's like, what? The Last of Us. He's like, oh, okay.
Did you like The Last of Us? What? You
Read this line.
Joel.
The enemy sniper. No. Joel, The Last of Us.
Oh,
The enemy sniper. Good.
the enemy sniper.
You
Quiet.
can go. You can go home now.
You can go home now. Oh,
Troop
dude.
zero.
So. No.
Okay, what are we talking about? Uncharted. Okay, yeah. If you're like platforming in Uncharted, you can like jump from like as long as something's on like the same plane as you, you can like jump from like a pillar to a pillar. Like it is actual platforming as opposed to like have you ever
it's
played
so-
Enslaved Odyssey to the West? That game
Okay.
has fucking auto
Hayden.
platforming.
That's a whole other level,
I know,
right?
I know,
Do
I
not
know.
bring that name into my household.
know, but I'm
okay?
saying, like,
we're just talking
you
about
can-
Uncharted here.
you can
and like
jump
half
from,
the
like,
jumps are
thing
just
to thing.
auto-corrected for the sake of some epic moment, and it just feels
Well,
so
yeah.
horribly fake.
I don't know. I don't think it's as apparent in 2, as you're making it sound.
Yeah, three got offensive with it. And it's still, despite how scripted it is, it's still like a glitchy, broken fucking mess. I discovered my first one like 20 minutes into the game where like Nathan Drake's whole model spazzed out in a scripted sequence. And like he grew like horrible, massive fucking vampire wings from his back, his back, and just...
Oh my god, that sounds horrible.
It was fucking horrifying. Like I was sitting there like in terror.
The enemy vampire.
Nate, the enemy sniper, level design.
I shoved one into a video like just for the sake of it, where it was in like the boat level, and I just tried to jump in a certain direction, and I ended up jumping out of the level, and I just flew into the void.
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen your clip.
It was fucking weird.
So
yeah, 2 is a good game. If you get the
Uncharted collection.
it's pretty fun. They're all pretty good in 60 FPS, you know. But it's
Didn't that?
and then they go back to fucking 30 FPS in the next one. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, you know.
But,
oh, absolutely,
you're
not wrong.
It's a douchey
60
move.
FPS is really hard, man. It's really hard. Even though we did it for the multiplayer, it's really hard.
It's really fucking hard, man.
Like,
Troy Baker's voice eats up a lot of frames.
I can't be the only one who looks at something
enemy
like
sniper.
I can't be the only one. Fans with standards.
Fans without standards. I never trust a Frenchman. I never trust a frame rate.
When I look at a game like Yakuza 0, I'm just like, all games could look this quality, run at 60 FPS, and I'd be completely happy with video games until the end of time.
Yeah.
You mean Yakuza or Uncharted?
Yakuza 0. What did I say?
I heard
You said-
Uncharted. In my
like, you said that,
autistic ears, I heard
if
Uncharted.
games-
I'm sorry. Oh,
So you
if
said that, like,
games
if games
like
have the same
Uncharted.
vision-
Okay.
If I said if all
You
games
go.
looked like Yakuza 0. Like
Oh,
that
okay.
quality?
Yeah.
Like a fucking...
It looks great.
And it was 60
Looks
FPS?
incredible.
Yeah, it's just like, fuck.
It does.
Fucking
And the thing is-
MGS5 looks good.
Yeah, MGS5 looks incredible. Like, I have some footage of that in my new video I'm working on, and it's like, holy shit, why does this game look so good? This doesn't make any sense.
It's magic. Like it's mostly good lighting, because I mean there are times when the models themselves don't actually look like amazing, but the lighting just makes everything look really good. And
Yeah,
the thing, and also
absolutely.
just like the frame rate, because
I think it's the frame rate that makes it look as good as it does.
I'd rather have a game and look really good than have it just run with a couple extra frames. But like it just inherently looks better, because like even going, I mean, when I go back and play, like, I don't know, like Metroid Prime 3, right? You know, came out. Okay, listen, right? Like, shut the fuck up. No, like, it came out early in the life cycle of the weakest system of the time, like by far the weakest system of the time. But when I play it, like, because it's running at like such a solid, like throughout the entire thing, it's fucking 60 FPS. It just looks good, because like you play games in motion. Like, that's why I get pissed off when people post like screenshots of games like, look how good this game looks. It's like, yeah, but if it looks like shit in motion, who cares? Like when people post pictures of The Order 1886, like, man, this game looks so good. It's like, yeah, but in motion it's like 24 frames a second with terrible screen tearing. So like, it doesn't look good.
No, you're absolutely right, but we got to hear from a topic that I actually want to hear Hayden talk about, which was Haruka in 6.
Oh yeah.
Well, first off, I'm more impressed by a game when it's 60 FPS. Like, that's like when it's 60 FPS, everything about it is like nice, awesome. Like, that's it's like a force multiplier, you know? You add that in, and then everything. I like it a lot more. Okay, anyway. So about Haruka in Yakuza. So she's gonna be like 20 something, right? Can you imagine if like Kazuma wasn't even in the game and it was just fucking Haruka, and she like took on the
Are you suggesting it's MGS2?
Hair and, like,
it's gonna be an MGS2 thing?
That would be amazing if it was.
It's advertised as having Kazuma, but it's actually Haruka.
Like,
we get venomed.
you're playing
Venom
at,
Haruka.
This is some Metal Gear Solid 2 shit.
Venom
that would be
Idol.
awesome. That'd be super cool. She like takes
A
on
J-pop idol robbed of her youth or something.
Dude, okay. What if? Okay, I don't want to talk. What if
No, go ahead.
What if like she's, getting revenge, for Kazuma or whatever, and she becomes a badass for this one game, and
She wears like the
takes
same
on
color
his-
coordinated outfit that he's worn for like the past 6 games or so. The like
I think
the red
I think
shirt.
she'd look good in a suit and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, Haruka's awesome.
Wait, what? Yeah, Haruka's cool.
Yeah, she's a cool character. It's awesome to see her grow up from like this little badass kid who gets like slapped by Kazuma and stuff, grow up into like yeah, it's cool. And then
Grow up
seeing
to
her like
just
being
knock
20
people
something
shit
years
around.
old in 6 is gonna be fucking cool too. I mean, there's no way she's not gonna be in the game. She's got to have some sort of role. But if she's playable, that'd be awesome. And if she's,
Yeah.
because that's something, like, there's a lot of like different styles of combat that you could bring into the game by having a female character, which the series hasn't
Yeah.
done yet.
Absolutely.
Like how Bayonetta
Just-
is way different in just the way it looks and feels from Devil May Cry.
Mhm.
Just the inherently the
absolutely.
kinds of moves that are possible that look right.
Do you think
and
they
aren't
might
weird.
kill Haruka off?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but it would. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
okay,
would
it would be the
really
edgy
epic.
thing to do, but this is
It
not
would
that
be- it would
type
be
of
pretty edgy. If
franchise.
they pull like a Yakuza 1 and have her be that kind of figure throughout the entire game, and then
I feel like
kill her at the end.
I feel like if anyone would die, it would be Kazuma, and then it would make Haruka become a badass. Like if he dies, then she's like, that becomes the catalyst for her
That would be pretty
character's
sick.
motivations. But yeah, so if she was playable in combat, that'd be fucking sweet. She could like, I mean, they already have a dancer style in Zero, because Majima has like a dancer style, but can you imagine if like
She-
Haruka uses like her idol fucking dance moves to like kick the shit out of
Yes.
dudes,
to
and
beat
like
the
all
shit
her
out
like,
of people.
It
all
would
her
be
heat
like
moves are
that
like,
Fire Emblem
idol
Shin Megami
dance
Tensei
based.
crossover, except not bad.
That would be awesome.
Oh,
That'd be pretty sweet.
yeah, it'd be neat.
I can dig it. It's gonna be a quality game. I mean, we already know. We know Kazuma's gonna be in it. We know Kamurocho's gonna be there. It's gonna have crazy graphics, I guess.
Mhm.
The thing is, I don't know if the game looks good and so good that it couldn't be 60 FPS. But I feel like they're gonna like skimp out and just not even care. I wish like they
Probably not.
learned the importance of 60 FPS over their times making the last 3 games on PS4, but probably not. They don't seem like they're that interested when like Dead Souls ran as terribly as it did.
Oh yeah, you're right. Dead Souls ran like
You
ass.
can see how bad. Like, it's hard to show someone that a game runs bad when you're just watching like a YouTube video. But like, if you watch Dead Souls in the video I did
It's
on Yakuza,
super
like
apparent.
you
It
can,
is
you're like,
super
whoa.
bad. It's like Sonic 06 tier slowdown.
But what was I gonna say? We know, and then fucking Kazuma Kaneko. No, Takeshi Kitano is gonna be in it. We know that. So I don't think he's gonna be playable, but I think he's gonna be like the villain of the game or something like that, and that'll be awesome. Because, I mean, you know who I'm talking about, right? Beat Takeshi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Beat Detect. Yeah.
Yeah, they showed him off. He looks amazing graphically and stuff like that. So he's gonna be awesome, probably, hopefully.
Good shit. Good
Hmm.
shit. So, yeah, that is oh wow, that is Yakuza.
Yakuza
I
6.
think
So-
it's about time we
The thing
move
that's
on to our
awesome-
next
Wait, no,
topic
no.
because we've
Wait,
been
the-
loosely on this topic
Give me-
for the
just
last
let me say this
4
one thing.
hours.
Okay, what's up, Hayden?
The
No.
thing that's awesome about Yakuza is that like it's not just a series that's about like one thing or one character. Like, it could just be about like some random fucking guy. Like
Yeah.
7 could come out and it could just continue for all eternity as a series based on different characters all around Japan with interesting storylines and stuff. And as long as it retained the spirit, it doesn't have to have Kazuma or any of the characters that we know. And like, I've never played a series that is so naturally and so well pulled off, introducing so many new characters that are playable and they're all good and likable and all that,
Yeah, no, fair enough. You're absolutely right about that.
Yeah. It just feels
So-
right,
I'm
does.
actually quite looking forward to getting around to playing through like at least all of the Yakuzas that I'll have available.
Mhm.
Because I'm playing through 2, not just for the sake of playing through 2, but for
Yeah.
the sake of getting to all of the rest of them as well. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Enjoy 2
Good
while
shit.
it lasts. Enjoy the ending. It's gonna be a fucking awesome ending.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not. I'm just saying it's awesome.
I'm not.
How is it a spoiler to say a game's good?
I'm not. I was just saying.
I know.
Don't. You know.
But I'm saying this is like.
don't.
I'm saying this is like an outlier these days. A game with a good ending. Holy shit! A game with an ending.
Yeah.
In the first place.
You don't get the last
Shit, man,
word,
you
Fall.
spoiled. Hayden, don't spoil that it's not a disappointment.
Oh,
What,
that's
a
the
good
assumption
ending?
these days.
Oh.
I will surpass my.
It's like even good games have terrible endings these days. Like, did you guys play the new Wolfenstein? You get to the ending and it's just like, what?
No,
It's just
I wanted
over,
to.
and you're just like,
when the last Steam sale was on, I put a bunch of shit in my fucking basket, and like, cause I was on my phone, right, and it was an hour before the sale ended. I pressed the like go to checkout, and then apparently there was one more step that I completely forgot about. I get home and it's like one or more of the items in your basket has changed price. Like I had like a couple games in there. It went from £20 to £80. I
Oh
was
my
like,
He got
fuck
cucked.
this.
He got cucked.
I got cucked so hard.
You got Huey. Why won't you
I got
believe
fucking
me?
Huey emote.
I wanted those sales.
Dr. Emmerich, is this your Wolfenstein?
The cuck.
The
enemy
sniper.
cuck.
Fucking hell.
Oh, my head hurts. Too strong. So, Street Fighter V. We're finally on topic.
You should not.
Street Fighter V.
Shouldn't let me talk.
I know this would have been good if Mark was here.
Yeah.
But so, I am likely going to be getting Street Fighter V at launch, if not before.
Yes.
This was a change made very recently, or not recently, but recently enough to where it's on the docket, where a Capcom representative came out and said that the reason why Armika's butt slap and Cammy's crotch shot were changed was because they wanted to keep a T for teen rating. I don't really have any.
There's been worse shit in
Oh,
T-rated
absolutely.
games.
You start talking. So, all right. Like,
No, sorry, I was just saying.
I don't really have much to say on this topic other than that I'm a little disappointed, but this doesn't really change enough for me to prevent me from getting it.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry.
Like,
Maybe
this
that you'll
sucks.
have like optional DLC to add it back in. You know, like $5 for
Yeah,
ass
the-
slap. You know.
The
if
Ultra
I
Street
if I
Fighter
if I
5.
have to spend bison dollars to get another look at that ass, that would be pretty low. Like, that's a possibility now, but yeah.
Don't worry. We all got the WebMs from. Back
Oh, certainly. Like those things are archived, but the fact that that sort of stuff is just apparently too much for your ESRB ratings, it's a little ridiculous.
I don't know. I don't think that would ever change the actual rating. Didn't they say something about like Final Fantasy 15 storyline? It was originally about like a society that worshipped death or something, and they said like, oh, we had to change that with verses or from
What?
verses to 15. We had to change that because like that went against like international rating laws or some shit.
Does
So they had
that
to change that
explain why Noctis is such a bitch?
Yeah, I remember reading something about that. Like originally, verses 13, they worshipped Satan or some shit. And it's interesting.
That's edgy.
Like Grim Reapers probably or something like that. But then they're like, oh, we had to change that because that goes against rating laws. It's like, is that really? Is that bad? I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And either way, this, like I said, this is a disappointing thing to see, like, admitted. But
Yeah, I thought it was just like a glitch or something. I didn't think it was an actual thing.
this was intentional, and this is far from the first time this year that this has happened.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's just a little lame.
I
Even
do-
Street Fighter's had worse things in it before.
Yeah.
So I don't understand
The
why this is
entirety,
getting removed.
the entirety of Poison. Yeah, I concur, 110%. I don't know how Poison slipped by 2 games, because she was in Cross Tekken and Ultra, but for whatever reason, that's fine. Fucking...
Yeah, but Cross Tekken was shit, so ESRB probably only played it for like 5 minutes, and then we're like, just rated T. I don't give a shit.
I mean, all those terrible things. Every Street Fighter game, Akuma pulls off a Rodin. Every single Street Fighter. That is inappropriate. That needs to go.
Still haven't beat Rodan. I've probably faced him about more than 200 times now. No joke. Still can't beat the fucking bitch.
Whoa.
It's because
Calm down.
you are lacking skill, and that boss
No,
is
literally.
lacking.
Rodan
I know,
too.
I know. I've played it.
He's
I
so
concur.
fucking unfair.
I concur. You're not wrong. He has a stand. It's lame. I know.
Oh god.
You guys know what I'm talking about, though. The whole Bayonetta, the Rodin thing.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Hayden.
Yeah. The Neo
We
Gap
keep
suit.
in the loop, as the kids say.
Yeah.
What kids say? John, you're like a year younger than me. How? What kids say?
Shut the fuck up.
What fucking kids say? Is this like what the crack? What the fuck is
It's,
that?
it's one of those hip new phrases,
What are you talking
Vash.
about? John is like
okay,
12 years old.
Anyway,
we had one of our heart to hearts. Hayden, sorry, we didn't mean to interrupt, but
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
so wow,
Yeah,
fucking
disappointing change, you know. So that's all there really is to it. It's not like such a big deal that I'm gonna throw a hissy fit about it. I mean, I don't really care.
It just sucks
I would've-
it's likely that this is just gonna keep happening. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I get it. But yeah, so Akuma is in Tekken 7.
His
This was
model
once again-
looks very good in Tekken. He looks way better than all the other characters. For some
Yeah,
reason.
so apparently I heard this from fucking the Zaibatsu, but apparently once Tekken 7 is released, they're gonna go back to working on Tekken Cross Street Fighter.
Oh, cool.
what?
Yeah, so remember that. So we got Cross Tekken.
Yes.
They're gonna go back and finish Tekken Cross Street Fighter. And I think this is phase 1 of that. Like, I don't really know how to describe it, but this whole time, it's not been canceled. It's
Yeah.
just been on delay.
Wait, wasn't
That's
Tekken
weird.
X Street Fighter supposed to be like a 2D fighter?
No,
a
that's
2D
that's Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Wait, I thought we
What
got
the-
Street Fighter.
Wait,
Cross
wait,
Tekken.
wait.
Yeah, that's what it was.
There's
So
a-
okay,
There's
there
a difference?
yes,
What?
there's
Yes,
2 games.
Yes,
So
they announced 2 games.
What the fuck?
I thought
Yeah,
it was
they
like
announced 2
sprite based
games.
though. I thought it was like sprite based.
no,
I coulda swore I
you
saw
might be
like
thinking
a-
of Mega Man Cross Street or something like
What?
that. No.
No.
Fucking so when they first announced Street Fighter Cross Tekken and Tekken Cross Street Fighter,
Yeah.
they're 2 separate games. One is in the style of Street Fighter, which is Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Mm-hmm.
The other is in the style of Tekken, which is Tekken Cross Street Fighter.
Yep.
One's a 2D game, one's a 3D game.
I'm more interested in the 3D one. I actually like 3D fighters a lot more than 2D fighters, but I'm not actually good at fighters, so don't take that as
Remember
like an
when-
actual like.
Remember when Tekken had a Snoop Dogg stage?
Hell yeah, I do.
Oh, dude, that shit was dope. I can't believe I just said
Tekken-
that. It was
Tag
good.
Tournament 2 is the only like Tekken game I've played because I'm shit at fighters, so I don't play fighters.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at them. What you got? The 3D fighters? What you got? Like Dead or Alive, Naruto. Wow.
The only one I play is
Naruto.
Smash because it makes sense to me. The controls make sense to me.
fighter. I'm sorry, I got triggered. No, it's
We're not starting this. We're not starting this. Smash is not a fighter argument.
no.
He said it's not a 3D
Alright.
fighter.
No, it's not a 3D.
Yeah, I
fighter.
never said it was. I'm saying I don't play fighters. The only one I kind
Oh,
of play.
okay. I
is
thought
Smash.
you were talking.
No,
Yeah,
no,
next
no,
you're
no.
gonna say Mario Party's a fighter, huh?
I fucking hate everything about
Mario
Because
Kart
I
is a
al-
racing sim.
because I always feel like a fucking douchebag because I always come out in defense of Melee and Melee like the people who like Melee are assholes.
Yeah, but it is the better. Like it does have the better mechanics. It's just the fan base is terrible.
Oh, hands
Nah,
down.
guys.
Yeah.
Nah, guys. PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale is far better.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck
Hayden.
up.
Hayden is not...
They got Cat from Gravity Rush.
For once...
Sorry, that game was so bizarre.
I
and then, like,
agree
you look
with
at the intro
Hayden.
video, and it's just like some guys in like a blue background with like Fat Princess or whatever hanging alongside like Jack and Daxter as like some generic pop song plays in the back.
Did
like,
they even
what?
care enough to put Jack and Daxter in PlayStation All Stars?
He was.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they did.
Yeah, it had like Jack,
Was it- was it-
Ratchet.
was it the
and shit
edgy?
Like that. Yeah, it was the edgy.
Oh.
And like
Right.
all of the
Number
all
2
of the
or 3.
rival scenes are like
No,
in
those were
just some
terrible.
generic blue space.
Yeah.
And remember the Subspace Emissary cutscenes
It was
from
in
Brawl? Those were
Subspace
awesome.
Emissary. Oh, yeah.
I mean, Subspace Emissary sucked, but
But,
the
yeah.
the cutscenes were cool.
The cutscenes were CGI, so.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it was just cool seeing like characters from completely different universes like interacting with one another.
How come they didn't
I
do
swear
that
Sakurai
with Smash 4, huh?
Yeah, but I swear, you know that, like, with the intro videos to like all the newcomers, I could have sworn Sakurai said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do one of those for every character, and it's gonna be like in the game, and you can like watch them in game." I swear he said
Wow,
something like that, and then they just
Nintendo
weren't.
lies again.
The only platform. The enemy console. No games.
What was I gonna say?
Nah, but for real, PlayStation All Stars was just weird.
It's very.
I mean, like, you have
hate
Cole,
have you
and
seen
then
those
you have
main
Evil
menus?
Cole.
Have you seen those
John.
menus, buddy?
You know, John, that's a very political way of saying it fucking sucks.
It was.
There are
yeah,
parts
okay,
of
sorry.
PlayStation All Stars
No need
Battle
to
Royale
hedge-
isn't like total garbage, but it's pretty garbage.
It's pretty garbage.
It's not total garbage though. Like it's got
Hey,
stuff
Hayden,
to it, you know?
Remember when you had a video on PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale? Oh, where did that go, Hayden?
Oh, where'd that go? Oh,
Wait,
Where
what?
did
I
that
don't
go?
know.
Wait, what? Is someone getting blown up on stream?
No, I'm not.
What?
I remember I had a video on that.
All right.
Where did that go?
It was a very good video, I thought. I don't know why I took it down.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So yeah, Akuma's in Tekken 7. He looks fun. I don't care about Tekken. I'm more of a Street Fighter guy myself.
I'm more of a Tekken guy.
Well,
In fact, actually, I'm more of a Dead or Alive 5 kind of guy.
No, shut up.
Obvious
Hey, man,
reasons.
That's not a fighter. That's a
What?
boob simulator.
Oh, I'm sorry. We did not mean to trigger your prudish tendencies.
I'll show you an
we had-
ass-kicking simulator, buddy.
Ooh. I forgot we had a Brit on the cast.
No. I
No,
love
no.
me some boob simulators, but don't come in
I
here
love
flaunting like it's...
some bosoms.
I love me some boob simulator.
I love me some bosoms.
I love me the games where they're having a baps out.
Holy shit.
We're so shitting on you right now, John. I'm so
I
sorry.
don't give a fuck.
I'm sorry.
Like,
but-
I mean, you know... Don't need no simulators, Famarino.
Oh, okay. Someone's got the game on lock. I see.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Vash.
What? Okay. I did not even draw a comparison between you and Huey, alright? The ages of John the Cuck are dead, alright? We're good. Holy shit.
This podcast is just gonna turn into an all-out brawl by the end of this shit.
I love boob simulators.
The enemy simulator.
Can that just...
Breasts.
Can that just be the title of the episode, please?
The desire for self-acceptance.
John.
So-
Fuck, man. This whole section, let's just cut this whole shit out.
I'm
So,
not cutting anything.
Akuma, he looked pretty sweet.
He's fun. He'll be fun.
In Tekken, yeah, he looked pretty sweet. He
So-
looked graphically, he looked quite ahead of the other characters in the game for some reason. And then I'm like wondering, like,
Yeah.
I feel like Tekken has like way better graphics than Street Fighter 5, but it's kind of weird because they're both
Yeah.
on like the same hardware.
I personally, like, okay, to me, the best looking fighting game of this generation is just going to be Guilty Gear Xrd. Like,
Oh, it looks so good.
More like
If-
worst name for a fighting game this generation.
I concur, Hayden, but
Have
if
you ever
Street Fi-
played Dead or Alive 5? On PS4?
You can play Dead or Alive 5?
that's a video game you play.
Well, your penis is the controller.
I thought Dead or Alive 5 was just a collection of weapons.
No, okay, okay, this is complete and total side. John, Hayden, you might know.
Mhm.
I saw an attachment for a fleshlight
Whoa.
slot somewhere
hold
on a.
on.
All right, hold on, lads.
I do not think that's official. If that's what you're asking.
Okay, all right. Well, no, it doesn't need to be official. It just needs to be Like, there needs to be an X input wrapper for my cock.
Oh Jesus.
I think that's the title of the podcast. Okay. Okay. But I remember seeing something like that somewhere, and if that is in any way official, I'm in on it. I will play your Dead or Alive Extreme 3. I will import it twice.
The enemy fleshlight.
Snake, look out, the enemy fleshlight.
That fleshlight will cut you in two.
That fleshlight will swallow you whole.
Oh God.
You're gonna bring that back to base? Oh,
no.
okay.
Fucking hell.
Oh dear.
So-
The scene where Medic's like fisting Paz.
Oh,
Is that wasn't what that was.
That's awesome.
it was the fleshlight. You're gonna extract
I want
it
to get
too.
I want to get a like recreation of that like that hand motion instead of like the
Word.
cyborg hand. I want the
Oh,
medic
no.
hand. I want the medic
Oh.
hand. It glove and
What?
all.
Or if like, you know, I don't know, if you like hacked into the game or something and you could like move the camera around in that scene, just like zoom out.
Dude,
and see,
I was watching
like,
it earlier and you
what
can
the-
see
what
his
the
like
medic's,
hand
like, model
clipping.
is doing.
Yeah, his hand is clipping through her like chest, as in or like her body. Like his fingers are coming out of her. So
man, some girls are into
yeah.
that.
definitely his hand is in there. If you want to zoom it out. They didn't expect the shaky cam to be so powerful that you could actually see his finger.
That you
popping
could just rip open a young girl's sternum
out. Could you-
as you're trying to fish a bomb out of her fucking baby maker.
Can you
Oh
imagine
my
Kojima
God, this-
didn't expect like all that shaky cam to be in the game. He's like, "Oh, that's a
Did
good
you-
cutscene," and then
did you
someone
rank
like some
it?
intern comes in and like ups the shaky cam to like 20.
Did you
20
rank
Didn't
it?
Charlie tweet something like his Metal Gear Solid 5 video actually got a warning on YouTube for like YouTube stabilization?
Oh shit!
Because Metal Gear
Yeah.
Solid 5 has so much shaky cam.
No, I get that on my Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition videos. I have no idea why. I think it's
What?
because of the motion. I think it's because of the motion blur. I legitimately think it's because of all the motion
I
blur.
don't like the look of the motion blur in Special Edition. Like, I noticed it as soon as they like streamed it for the first time. I noticed that there was some weird motion blur going on, and I didn't realize you wouldn't actually be able to disable it in the game.
I mean, you can if you have mods, but if you're on consoles, then fuck you.
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah. No, I remember. Yeah, someone didn't they also remove the depth of field with the mod as well?
Potentially.
And
I
that
don't
actually,
know.
like, boosted performance
I have
or
yet
something.
to get into modding Special Edition in any way because I'm not too keen on it, but yeah. Anyway, speaking of sans lingua franca, Kojima. Kojima?
Bringing it back around.
Oh,
Kojimbo.
it's Kojima officially leaves Konami. Officially, it is done. And he announces a partnership with Sony under the name Kojima Productions.
I've heard that name before.
I've heard that name.
Kojima Productions?
Kojima Productions.
Mr. Director.
Mr. Director.
Did you see the tweet he posted that was like Konami's building on fire, and it just said like,
yes,
you kill your IPs and eventually you kill yourself.
What?
Was he that savage?
I don't think that was a
Oh my god, I don't believe it.
I don't think that's
John,
official, man.
please tell me that's the real account.
I don't
I
think so.
want it to be the real account. No,
Konami's
Hayden,
building
I
was on
need it
fire.
to
account
be.
as well.
Their
It
building was on
probably
fire
isn't.
or something like that, like a million years ago. And
It was like a couple months.
a couple months ago?
It was recent.
Their building got lit on fire again then? Because I remember when it got lit on fire a long time ago. Someone needs to fucking... Is that why they can't get any games out? Fucking buildings on fire half the year? Goddamn.
Oh, could you imagine if the rest of MGS5 got burnt? Oh.
Ooh.
What happened to the game? The game? We gave it a light. It took the short way. Oh, no. While he's looking for that, I just want to do more MGS5 impressions.
Oh, no.
The enemy video game.
The third
Silent
act of the
Hills.
game is the man on fire. Haunts Kojima. Just like you exist because of me.
Oh yeah, no, it was fake. Fuck you, Vash. You're the one follower of this account that I know.
What is it?
What?
The fake Kojima?
The fake similar enough Kojima, yeah. It's funny.
Damn. Yeah. I just put Kojima and the first person to show up is that one because you're following.
Let's pretend it's real though.
The enemy Twitter account. Hideo Kojima, EN.
Yeah,
Punished Kojima.
That was when their
Punished
building was on
Kojima.
fire like a couple years ago. I think it was like they actually were like, no, it wasn't a fire, guys. It was just a steam buildup that was released.
Here's my new mixtape.
Oh, a Steam buildup. They were putting it on Steam. Hey, it makes sense. Cool. All right. I like that lore. I'll stick with it. The enemy service provider. Games for Windows Live.
What?
Okay.
It's not. Let's get going. Yeah. So I'm really hoping this is like a new era of Kojima, where it doesn't have to be a Zone of the Enders. You know, like that's what I want from him. I want Snatcher. I want Police Knots. I want, I want fucking Zone of the Enders. I want Metal Gear, the style of game that Metal Gear was, to be the outlier.
You hate him.
The guy's clearly quite creative, so hopefully he won't just go for, spiritual successors. Like Sony will probably try and get him to make a spiritual successor to Metal Gear, considering, how
Well, that's what the fans
people would eat that up.
That's what the fans want from him, at least.
Yeah, but they shouldn't because they're idiots. But I mean, he needs to, make something, because he clearly has the capacity to make something original. So
Metal
he should
Gear
try his
5.
hand at that rather than just... Because he's wanted to not make Metal Gear for years now, and now's his chance to not make Metal Gear.
Metal Gear 95% filler. Yeah, the shit poster in me wants to be like, I can't wait for Kojima to start being a drain on Sony's resources. But according to one of his interviews that he gave, he wants his first game at Kojima Productions under Sony to be not as big. He wants it to be on a smaller scope. And I think that's good, because that'll let him get his bearings with a radically smaller team and budget. And hopefully he does what he does best.
Hopefully he won't feel the need to spend all the budget on big name voice actors and actors.
Oh, they're gonna let him go wild.
I feel like Kojima, he doesn't want to say it, but I think he definitely knows MGS5 is kind of a piece of shit. And that he made a lot of fucking mistakes.
Hayden, imagine if every game that Kojima produced from here on out was MGS2 or 5. Like, that turns of a fuck you.
Oh, gosh.
Because there will be nothing to stake the fires of rage. Psycho Mantis cannot contain the man on fire. The man on fire.
Are we gonna live in a world where Kojima's making his own games while Konami makes Metal Gear games at the same time?
That seems to be the way it's going.
It's kind of like a Halo sort of situation where 343 is making Halo games while Destiny.
The enemy developer.
Bungie. Wait, what I was saying earlier is I don't know how much you guys actually heard of this before it cut out. I don't know. I was saying I hope that with the new development studio, he goes back to making games like, Zone of the Enders, Snatcher, Police Knots, because that's what I want from him. I want Kojima to make games with like Metal Gear Solid being the outlier, where it's like,
right,
he's into sci-fi, but he's like, what if we made a game about the early years of like giant robots before they became like, prolific and stuff like that, like, so it's like that was an interesting take on it, a more realistic, like back in the past sort of take on giant robots. But now he's like, yeah, I'm going back to fucking giant robots beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, just fucking make a mecha game.
Yeah,
like you could make a game that was like a Zone of the Enders, but with like you control something really tanky and satisfying, like Rex.
Yep.
Oh,
there was something I saw. I can't for the life of me remember what it was. I'm sorry. It wasn't like Armored Core or anything, and I'm not even sure it was that good. But it was, you controlled like some massive, clunky mech in like some modern city, and it was like a first-person shooter, I think. But it looked like it had really high production values. I don't think the game was.
Are you
actually
talking about
that good.
Hawken?
MechWarrior Online. Are you talking about the game I did a fucking video on, John?
No.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't think it was, because I didn't recognize it from that video. It looks like it had way higher production values.
Hawken has pretty high production values.
Hawken looks pretty okay.
It
Is it a newer
super...
game? Is it a newer game?
Was it called
Titanfall?
Titanfall?
No, it's not Titanfall. I've literally seen like one webm of it, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty rad.
Why don't you go get it?
That was it.
Were you in the cockpit?
Go get it. Go to your history, type webm, and open up all the webms you have.
Every single one. I should do that as well. I should not do that.
Oh gosh.
Oh god.
You're gonna get a lot more than Mecha.
Ooh, I already know. I can't wait.
But yeah.
Dead or Alive needed VR.
You remember when I was talking in my Zone of the Enders video about what Zone of the Enders 3 was going to be like? And like, that's so awesome sounding.
Quit making me sad. It's so good.
How it was going to be like, oh man, maybe that, because like his logo is like it's like a skull, like a human skull
God, you're right!
within a suit. So I'm saying
looks exactly like it.
Yeah.
Oh my
What,
god.
Zone of the Enders 3 was going to be like a prequel sort of thing in like an alternate universe or something, where instead of like mech suit, like giant mecha that you're controlling, it was going to be like exoskeleton type things. And now that I think about it, the logo is a human skeleton. I don't know if it's human. I can't remember. I'm not looking at it right now. Inside of like some sort of robotic thing. So I'm hoping he's like, you didn't let me make Zone of the Enders 3, bitches. I'm gonna go and just fucking make a whole new IP about, this concept. Take it on its own way. It doesn't even have to be about Zone of the Enders technically. It was already,
and that would fit, fit with it like being a not so big title.
Yeah.
That would be so good.
Hopefully.
That sounds awesome.
It's
I hope
weird.
in a couple years from now, we look back on this and it was totally true, and we can all be happy.
Yeah,
he's gonna make he's gonna make a Metal Gear ripoff, and like a Metal Gear knockoff, and we'll just watch this in a few years and be like, how naive we were. But it's a funny point you bring up in your video, the fact that there are a lot of games that have mechs in them, but not a lot of mech-oriented games.
I feel like a lot of people don't want to.
There's a lot you could do with mechs.
With
and
a
people
giant
would be
fucking
like,
robot, yeah.
They're
Like
too clunky in that, but you could do a lot with them. So it's kind of weird that there aren't more games about them, because they're fucking cool.
And especially when you get down to like mecha in anime and stuff, like they do so many crazy things with mecha. And like I understand that you try to keep it simpler when you're making a game, because it's kind of crazy to try to make a game about like some kind of crazy fucking jumping, flying, twisting, weird robot that you can like some mecha anime have, but you can definitely create more varied gameplay than just like stomping around shooting stuff, like where it might as well just be a third-person shooter, but you're just a giant robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people like with that. Well, people go into making a mecha with that mindset. So when they're like, we don't want to make a whole game about mecha. Let's just add a mecha vehicle, and like in Halo 4 and 5, they have giant robots, like giant bipedal mecha that you can you can walk around in. All it is a third-person shooter.
Skells.
Yeah.
They're dolls. Fuck you.
What did you call them?
They're dolls.
Yeah, they're called dolls.
Skells, Vash.
Okay. When
what
I made
a shitty localization.
Because dolls are so skells. Sure.
Like, cause dolls. Okay, don't spoil.
I don't play with dolls,
plot.
bitch.
I don't play with
Like dolls actually
the enemy
have
gender
within the story. And skells, they're like, okay, dolls sound stupid. No one will want to call them dolls. Let's call them something even more retarded. Skells. Like, what the fuck?
Well, they're like skells because they're like exoskeletons.
Yeah, but it's fucking stupid.
Wait, so what version
Doll
has
was cool.
dolls? Wait, which version?
the Japanese.
Yeah,
In the
Japanese
Japanese version, they're called dolls because there's
Yeah.
actual story relevance to that as well. And they took out all the religious references within like the covenants as well, like
oh yeah, just like Halo 5.
Testament, I think it was.
Yeah.
Oh god, the Treehouse localization team are just so bad.
What is this Treehouse localization thing? I thought Treehouse was just like a bunch of chucklefucks sitting streaming shit.
Yeah, but they are those chucklefucks are basically the Nintendo of America localization team.
Jesus.
Hmm.
That sounds terrible.
Actually, that sort of makes sense because they would need to be able to speak Japanese.
Alison Rapp, I think her name is, in particular, is terrible.
Instead of calling them dolls, call them the enemy language. Japanese. Japanese.
Remove doll.
The enemy localization team. Treehouse.
Treehouse. I never trust a nip.
I never trust a tree.
I never trust a treehouse. I never trust Nintendo.
That localization will cut you into
treehouse in someone's back garden.
Yeah. In Miyamoto's garden.
Yeah. I can just see Huey trying to defend the localization. Dr. Emmerich, you called them scales. I thought it was real!
They're different cultures! We like different things!
Things? Why won't you believe me?
I wasn't trying to hurt you. We're allies!
Gear?
We're thinking of you, my fellow Americans kept me going. Oh, Huey.
And,
Oh, Huey.
So when are we gonna get Kojimbo's next masterpiece, Metal Scale Solid?
Please stop calling.
metal garbage.
Metal. Oh, why?
It's gonna be called Solid Gear Metal.
Oh.
Backwards.
Featuring Guillermo del Toro.
Settle me Gollid.
Oh my god. This is what we deserve, ladies and gentlemen.
It's gonna be so awesome. Oh man. Oh
yeah,
I should do like a video speculating on Zone of the Enders 3 and that connection. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, maybe. That's definitely a possibility. You should do that. You should make videos.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going to tell you to not make a video, Hayden.
Well then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vash,
Within
you
certain
can talk
reasons.
once you've made fucking Ori video.
I'm working on it now, John. Do you have any? No. Okay. Fuck you.
I'm literally editing my video right now.
You over here with your fuck ass Euro fucking shit.
Whoa!
With your 20-minute ass video, with your hype ass fucking title card synced up to the music. I'm over here making a fucking movie.
Knock my title cards.
I'm over here making a fucking movie, John.
When's the last time you heard someone say a game had deep gameplay? Dragon's Dogma.
Dude, that was rough. That was mean. That was mean.
Oh, it hurts. Hayden, words hurt.
Oh, that one hurt.
But after losing a computer to the endeavor, I'm finally ready to make this love letter of video to a series I love so much.
Oh,
That was the most like American voice I've ever heard in my life. Damn.
You know, I wonder what John would sound like if he moved to America and he just tried to lose the accent.
He'd still sound like a bitch.
Shots fired.
Jesus Christ!
I'm not sure I want to stay on this podcast anymore.
It's almost over. Just
Oh my God.
Are you sure we haven't even got to the main fucking topic
okay.
yet?
No, this one's gonna go a lot quicker. I'm willing to bet top dollar because I'm the only one who... Wait, did you watch it, John?
no.
Watch what, the other
The
podcast?
direct. No, the direct.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Because fucking Hayden over here, fucking. Oh, I have to fucking graduate from my fucking Air Force.
Fucking Corin.
I have to go be. Okay, so yeah, let's fucking move into it. Though, so the final Smash 4
Segue.
Direct. Check out my fucking segue. The final Smash 4 Direct happened when? Tuesday? Or was it Monday?
Monday.
Tuesday. It was Tuesday. Because I had to go into work after.
Rising up on Tuesday.
Okay.
So on Tuesday, Masahiro. I thought it was funny how they said Masahiro Sakurai was hosting it, but it wasn't him speaking like broken English. They actually had an interpreter, which was
Like
super
they
weird.
had Mashed Potato Samurai just sort of sitting there while some other guy did the voiceover.
Okay, that one dealt the real damage. Can you never do that again? Okay.
You alright there, Vash?
Yeah, I'm fine. My face hurts really
There, little
bad.
buddy.
Okay, we're good. So, this direct was supposed to be the last round of announcements for the game. So after this, this is it. This is the last amount of DLC coming out for
Forever?
Smash 4. For the game, yes.
Is
I
Bayonetta
believe
getting
so.
an amiibo?
Yes, we'll
Really?
see that later.
Yes.
Yes.
That'll be the first amiibo I ever
Both
buy.
This will be the fourth.
I'm not gonna buy any of them.
Oh,
I'm
you
sticking by
fucking
this
lie! You fucking lie!
shit. I haven't bought a single one, and I'm
Same.
not going to.
Well, I
You
want this.
fucking
I
lie.
actually want this one.
Yeah, John.
Because
Kinda
I'm not
nice.
gonna fucking.
If
I'm
if
not
it,
gonna
if
buy an
you-
amiibo
if-
just to jerk off
if
onto
it was
It's
it was a fucking amiibo of
I'll
Metroid
buy you
Prime Hunters.
just to jerk off on.
I'm fine with that, Hayden.
Give me your address details.
But
The center of the earth.
I will rid the world of amiibos.
but for real, no, like don't. But in all
Ze-
seriousness, don't
zero.
buy Bayonetta amiibos used.
I'm selling out.
What if I told you I don't even own Smash 4? So I'm
you
kind of
have a
canceling
Wii U?
out
Like,
my help
I wouldn't
of that.
blame you.
My
'Cause, like,
support.
Is it just me? Is it just me? Or is Smash 3DS actually more fun than the Wii U version? I don't know
It's
what
just
it is.
you, because I haven't played that either.
I have only played it on Wii U. Actually, that's
Hey
a lie.
guys,
I've borrowed
is
it.
it, is it just me or is PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale better on Vita?
I don't get it. I
That
don't.
way the
It's kinda
screen's
funny,
smaller and you can't
but, like-
see
How fucking terrible the graphics are.
Smash got Snake. PlayStation All Stars got Raiden.
Hey
Smash
man, Raiden's cool.
got Bayonetta, and PlayStation All Stars got Dante. It's
No,
poetic.
that is not Solid Snake.
Honestly, Dante from PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale is probably like the most likable version of that character that could ever exist. You know?
Yeah, Virgil's downfall was okay.
Oh, the way he is in that game. Oh yeah, it's pretty funny.
I think he's all right. I think
Yeah.
he's all right.
But he's not like super edgy as shit in
But
PlayStation. All-Stars.
regardless,
Well, because
getting
he's
back to Smash,
barely. Oh yeah, we're talking
fact
about
that-
PlayStation All Stars.
Yeah, did you hear there was new? There
No.
was a Smash Direct, or there was a PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale Direct about it.
Yeah,
the
they-
exact
they
same
announced
time.
Corrin.
two viewers showed up.
They announced Kojima's playable character.
Oh.
All Stars Battle Royale.
Kojima finishes MGS5. The enemy.
Kojima's model is only like 60% finished.
The enemy family game.
The enemy
Oh.
ripoff.
Anyway, so getting back to the Direct, the fact that the final Direct opens with another fucking bitch-ass Fire Emblem sword user.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean,
So,
the series
okay,
had already gotten shit for all these chuckle fucks making their way into the game. But then the fact that they opened the final Direct with this guy, I mean, they should have had this in the last
Or
Direct
girl.
and then opened this one with Cloud. That would have made
What?
so much more sense.
Even is Fire Emblem? Because I don't know who any of these fuckers are.
Fire Emblem is a JRPG, if you couldn't tell by the art style, and it centers around like sort
Isn't
of
it
a
like
romance.
a strategy RPG?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it's a strategy
game, really.
Yeah, it's a strategy game.
You run
where,
around and you're like getting the fucking little battles and shit. And like, well, I don't understand
Yeah.
what the appeal is. Like, why are there so many of these goddamn characters in this game? Did Sakurai like make this franchise and he's trying to like shove it in as much as
Because-
possible?
Well, no,
They're
because Sakurai likes Fire Emblem a lot.
Well,
That's
guess
why.
what?
Also, because I mean, sword users, if you think about it, are just kind of inherently easy to put into a game like this,
Yes.
because you don't really have to
Can
think as much about their moveset.
Yeah, because
Really?
it's a family game.
Yeah, that's why they should put
Really.
Dante from Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry into it.
Yeah, he'll
Oh.
be right at home.
Oh Jesus Christ! But yeah, so this comes with Corrin, which is a character from Fire Emblem Fates.
Who?
It's not
What?
even out yet in the West.
Yeah, so
what is this game? Isn't that
so
Fire
Fi-
Emblem Shin Megami Tensei thing?
No. This is different. This is Fire Emblem Fates is a main series title that is fundamentally different from Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem.
Yeah, it's basically a
knew
sequel
that.
to Awakening in how it looks, especially, and
That's the
how it
one I
plays
know
out.
about.
You know about
That's the-
Awakening? At
I know
least?
about
Okay.
Awakening. That's the one with the blue-haired chick, and she is also in this game.
Okay, so who
Smash.
are all the Fire Emblem characters in Smash 4? There's Marth, Lucina, Ike, Roy.
Lucina, Robin,
Uh-huh.
and
We're
Corrin.
at the
Now
5.
Corrin. That's
So
like
6.
100.
Yeah.
See, like, see, okay, Lucina. That
They might as well
triple
call
function
this fucking
neither
Fire
should
Emblem
Roy.
and
But-
Nintendo All Stars Battle Royale.
But the thing is, like, the only one I didn't really
Transformed.
mind was Robin, because he actually had a pretty unique moveset and shit, so I didn't really mind Robin, but the rest just should not be there, apart from Ike, because he's my boy.
No, Marth.
Buddy. He's just a video game character.
Yeah, Marth, but he's, he's a bit of a fucking...
That's the thing. They call them clones, but if you were to ask like a weeb who knew the actual hit like frame data of the game, they're not the same characters.
That's a weeb.
But
A weeb is someone who knows the frame data of
Yeah,
Fire
what?
Emblem
I mean-
System Smash.
okay, Zero is the type of person who would know about not my Zero, but the pro player Zero, TSM Zero, would
Yakuza
know.
0?
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Resident Evil 0.
Oh my god, why?
Okay, hold on. No, I'm gonna need a minute to recover there.
That one dealt the
What
real
the
damage.
fuck was that?
Okay.
No.
Did they actually
No.
show
Shut the
anything
fuck
of
up.
Bayonetta in this game? In this
No.
direct?
Hayden. Shut the fuck up for a second. The fuck was that?
That was the only noise I could make in response to your shit post. That was it.
Oh, that was you. I thought that was Hayden.
Yes! No, that was me.
That was not me.
That was me.
I thought that was just Hayden screeching.
No.
Because I mentioned Yakuza
I have a
0
little.
in
I have a
vain.
little self-control. Come on.
I lack such things.
Okay, did they actually show Bayonetta in this thing?
Yes.
Because I haven't
Yes.
seen like
Yeah,
a gameplay
yeah.
of it. Because
Yeah.
I've just seen like the
In
little title card.
excruciating detail. Like
Oh,
that was
okay.
that was the main thing with the direct. It ate up so much time with pointless detail. Like with Corrin, they're like, if you
They
press
went
this
into all
button,
everything.
you can jump, and it's just like, stop wasting time. I know you're able to fucking play Smash Bros. It's just like, and he'd explain like each individual attack. It was so fucking boring. And then
I
like, I
liked
was
it,
gonna go to bed,
personally.
and then I heard Bayonetta music start up. I was like, wait a fucking second.
You heard Man River, higher than a mile.
I'm crossing you in style someday. Someday.
River,
Fly me to the moon and let me play amongst the stars.
You will watch me unleash the fire
You're
in my eyes.
Till
Tomorrow's mine.
Given through the fire.
Let's
around me on
dance,
the
boys.
How is this what we've come to? Okay.
The enemy
So-
soundtrack.
Finally, someone made a gosh darn action game.
Oh my god.
Oh, this
Was that a
is-
gaming Brit or a TurboButton quote? I can't tell.
Oh, damn it.
The fucking phone.
Oh. Oh.
No, if it was a TurboButton video, it
Hayden,
would have
Hayden,
been
you've
Bayonetta
slayed me.
2.
Bayonetta
It's a video
2.
game.
The worst game I played since Hugo 2, Buckazoo.
We didn't get him to say that, fucking you piece of shit.
When you're
Hugo
when
2
you're
is a
when,
pedophile.
when you're
didn't get him to
fucking on
sing
the
that.
cast when Charlie's there, you can make him do it. And you can
No.
fucking you can make that
Because I
no.
don't talk to Charlie.
What's this? Okay, Hayden, how many times have we spoken before today?
Who?
Us, the two
Me
of
and
us.
you?
We've spoken like 5 times prior, right?
Yeah, sure.
This is the longest we've spent like anywhere near each other. Charlie, I don't speak to Charlie often. I want to, but I don't.
Oh,
Okay, you in Europe could
I
probably
thought you
walk.
had some like. I thought you had some like mental connection because you both jerk off over Devil May Cry.
Who? I'm just saying,
Alright,
you'd be
listen.
jerking off over Devil May Cry if you ever played an actual video game, you little shit.
What the fuck is a video game?
The damage.
Well, it's kind of like Metroid,
Oh wait, but
without
the
the-
shit that comes on when I'm at the gym.
Oh yeah. I understand the Metroid music at the time.
And then he has like a JoJo react. Just. Oh. Okay, where the fuck were we? All right, so
When you're at the
Corin,
gym, being Huey.
and your legs don't work. Metallic archaea. This will go straight to the femur. You don't remember when he's like, no, all the way to the femur.
Shouldn't that hurt having like giant rods shoved through your legs in the first
Can
place?
he even?
buddy?
Can he feel it? Is he feeling it? I don't know that he's really feeling it. I don't think he is.
Listen,
All right.
John is like
All
this is like the most recent in a long line of like weird like imposters that the gaming Brit has Charlie has encountered. So like that's why they don't talk. Is that he's like just another one to add to the pile.
Whoa.
Oh no, it's like the fucking big boss thing. Like Ocelot's there, like Charlie. They're your sons. I'll have nothing. I'll have nothing to say to
I'm
them.
part of the Les Enfants Terribles project, or am I
The,
like
the Lay's Brits terrible.
Yes. Yeah. John's like, I'm not like you.
I'm not like you.
Brit.
Oh,
to
I'm
do
not
that-
like you.
I will kill you.
And to do that, I will play Bayonetta 2.
I'll release a Bayonetta 2 review before you.
Hugo Buckazoom.
Hugo 2, Buckazoom. Oh my god. Where the fuck are we in this? Okay, so
Cloud was
Corin.
the most requested character.
You
Was
said
he?
getting back to Corin. So Huey Emmerich, right? Like, let's.
That wasn't me. I didn't bring up the cock. Don't you fucking try to lay this
I just
rap
went
on
along
me,
with
John.
John brings
fucking
it up by
cock ride for
being
the sake of it.
around.
Okay, anyway. Okay, so fucking the Smash Direct, right?
Right,
Bayonetta shows up and actually looks pretty fun to play.
Okay, yeah, you
Almost
just
like
want
the game she's from.
Yeah, you just want to jump around like a cuck. All right, fine. All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
So
how I roll.
Bayonetta wins the Smash ballot vote. Enough people wanted this character en masse in the game. She's in.
What if I told you I voted for Shadow the Hedgehog?
You know, honestly, I
the
believe it.
fucking edgy 13-year-old.
Really?
You mean you, bitch?
Stop. I can't handle it. I cannot handle the sons of Charlie. The sons of the gaming Brit.
I've been taking a beating this podcast.
You'll be taking a beating later tonight when you being Huey Emmerich.
Jesus. Mecha, you know, just
What did I do to deserve this?
legendary cuck of robots. Oh god, where the fuck? Okay, so yeah, so Bayonetta won.
Bayonetta, right?
Bayonetta.
I'm listening. Talk to me.
Oh, I thought you were gonna carry. Yeah, no, I was gonna say
What?
They made it. What? Because
You-
you were talking earlier, and then we. Okay, fuck it. Never mind. Okay, what? Okay, I'll just say
Just
shit about
continue
Bayonetta.
the podcast.
Bayonetta won the vote, and the way that they described her, and yes, Hayden, they did actually go into a lot of detail about how she plays. She's a combo character. She has air combos, ground combos, she has launchers, she has press attacks where she shoots her guns, she has fucking torture attacks, she has witch time as her dodge, she has the bat within. She is a very good transplant from Bayonetta 2 into Smash.
Which time?
Yes.
Which time the dodge, or is it like a down B?
I believe it is a dodge. It's a dodge modifier.
Really?
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
That would make the most sense.
Sounds
But,
cool.
yeah, it's like what you were just saying there. It's like they've carried a lot of stuff over from Bayonetta, and it is quite nice that they've, paid a lot of, attention, because there's like Wicked Weaves and that as well. So it's like carrying over all the mechanics from Bayonetta, and the way she plays, it almost looks like a 2D beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
it's-
And now PlayStation All Stars is gonna get the guy from Scalebound.
Shut the fuck. No one. No
What's
one cares
his name?
about
No,
PlayStation
Hayden.
All-Stars.
Hayden,
It's the
can
most
you give me his
irrelevant
name?
game that
What
was
is his
ever
fucking
made.
name? Because I don't know his name. What is his name?
Name is Don't. Apparently he's like blonde now instead of like white
What?
haired. He's like
Why?
blonde. The main character that changed his hair to blonde. I don't know.
But why though?
Are you seeing this? I got a picture.
Oh, you got a picture? Let me see.
I got a picture.
I'm looking. I'm looking at chat. Let me see that shit. Oh, that could
What
be
the hell?
that could be lighting. I don't know.
I don't know about that.
But yeah, I see it. His
Mm.
fucking dragon arm still looks dumb as shit.
Yeah, it does.
The
whole
thing
game looks
I'm
pretty
just worried
fucking
about
terrible.
Scalebound is that it's just gonna be point dragon at thing to win game. Like, you're not actually gonna have to get that involved.
It's
I
gonna be
don't think-
Drakengard without pedophiles.
Striking God without pedophile.
Talk about a letdown.
Oh no! Look. Oh. Okay. Back. Fucking steering this train back on. I don't steer trains. So Bayonetta comes with a map, a special level that is the Falling Clock Tower map, which is the prologue from Bayo 1.
That's cool.
Oh, it looks so good.
It looks really good. You can even go into Purgatorio, and there's all these fucking angels everywhere. It looks fucking awesome.
Cool.
It looks really good.
The map has loads of music as well. I think
Yeah,
the Cloud map only had like 2 tracks.
Fucking so many remix like, oh, it's so good.
There's like Legend of Aesir in there, which is an awesome track, one of a kind. I think the shit like Tomorrow Is Mine is only the instrumental versions though, I think. But
I'm
still,
pretty sure
there's a
they'll
huge
probably
music
vary it
selection,
up.
and it's awesome.
Yeah, which is really good. So, yeah. What else?
Yeah.
Fucking yes.
Yeah, she has normal proportions now.
Yeah, but she looks... I personally am not too big a fan of how she looks in this game.
She looks kind of like Chibi or something, you know?
Yeah,
From
she
what
looks
I've seen.
smaller in a
I
lot
can
of
dig it.
ways.
It's just because we're used to her having like legs the size of a, I don't know, fucking like 4-story building.
Yeah, but I liked that. Yeah, but I liked that, though.
Specifically 4-story building.
That's my fetish.
You... I hate...
Let me see. I want to try to find her. Smash Bayonetta.
So, yeah, we also have Cloud. Cloud was mentioned, obviously. He was revealed a long time ago, but this... They went into some more detail, and they said specifically that of the Final Fantasy characters that they got requests for, Cloud was the most requested, which implies that they were picking based on popularity, which makes sense with the Smash vote, but that, extends apparently into the characters that they chose. So, I guess that sort of informs, like, their decision for Ryu and Roy and Mewtwo and all these other characters, so that was interesting to hear.
What other Final Fantasy protagonists would have been claimed though? Like
Tidus.
apart from Lightning.
Tidus,
for her
Lightning.
armpits.
Oh.
Like Tidus's taunt is just him laughing.
No, his taunt is him kicking the Blitzball and getting his head blown off. And then his down B is Yuna coming over to fuck his corpse.
Oh shit. I don't think. Okay, I'm looking at this Bayonetta trailer. I don't really think she has more realistic proportions. Her head looks fucking huge.
It's just because
It's almost like they shrunk her body and then kept her head the same size.
They shrunk
Yeah,
her
it's a bit
ass
weird.
too.
No,
Hello?
I don't think it's just like a human proportion thing. I think her head is. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, but at least the legs are a bit less weird now.
Oh, potentially.
That means I can't fucking kick people really far away.
I mean but it's like the Bayonetta model, like in game, as in Bayonetta 1 and 2, looks fine. But then when you look at art of her, and your eyes just go to the legs, and you're like, what the fuck are those?
Right. Well, I don't know. I feel like they nerfed
fine
her
with it.
body to keep her pokes from being too good, because like they
Nerfed her body.
well, like, okay, because that's a balancing thing mostly, because if
Yeah.
because she's a character who gets into long combos, like long complex combos, almost
that
like
a-
Diddy Kong except better.
Is that a level from fucking Sonic Lost World?
Yes.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Anyway, they it's just, I keep forgetting
Remember
that.
that game?
I'm trying not to. I actually haven't played it. Can somebody please fill me in?
One game's a piece of art. The other's just a little product.
Stop.
Sonic Lost World.
Stop. I can't handle the shit post. But yeah, so they probably did that in order to keep her startup and her poke low, so she could compensate for having these
that's
longer combos.
They have the original Bayonetta skin too? That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yep, they have that as well.
I'll never use that because Bayonetta
I know,
2's
because
design is
Bayonetta
far
2 is
superior.
objectively better in every way, especially the hair.
Mm-hmm. Especially.
It was only ever about the hair.
Yep.
What else? So they announced some other Mii fighter shit.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
he's
care.
just like fucking Gino from the Super Mario RPG.
Yeah, that was cool. They got the fucking armor from some games. Tails and Knuckles are playable. I don't give a shit.
What? Tails and Knuckles are playable?
Well, no, okay, their fucking Mii fighter things are in.
God, gross.
But
Just what this game needed. More fucking furries.
so the last thing on for the Smash thing was they talked about the Midgar stage. So for Cloud, they're releasing the Midgar stage, as they're doing with Bayonetta with the Falling Clock Tower. Funnily enough, Corrin doesn't have his or her own map. So I don't know why.
Yeah, but there's already Fire Emblem maps.
Yeah, but it's like they're just sort of admitting defeat. Like, instead of giving Corrin like a unique stage, they're just like, yeah, fuck it. You get this.
Yeah, but who the fuck cares about Corrin?
Apparently, Etika.
Every time you say Corrin, I think Korra
that
from
poser chuckle fuck. Just like,
Why does everybody
overreact.
say he's faking it? Why?
No, he overreacts to everything. And, like,
No!
every blatantly false theory he tries to push is like some big thing for clicks. I don't like him. He's just black guile, but not without the good tune. I don't know.
I think, I don't agree. I just don't like as far as the overreaction thing, I've been that hype at many points. There's a video of me getting hype about Special Edition on my YouTube channel. That is not an overreaction. That is what I was feeling. That is what I was legitimately feeling at the time.
Was he one of those ones? I didn't see. He must have done one on Cloud, but one of those people who like doesn't even recognize the intro music, and then still goes batshit over Cloud as if.
He
did.
Like,
they actually
he
care.
recognized it. He knew.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, I mean,
Are you guys talking about YouTubers?
Some of his
who,
other
like,
videos I watched.
Okay,
and I'm
listen.
just like,
All right,
reaction
John.
videos?
John, we can't rain on him for also doing like speculation videos because. I mean, who the fuck am I, right? I've dipped my toe in those waters. I'm not gonna.
But I mean, like,
don't even say it's different because
it's like pretty obviously false, and they'll upload a video like, fucking dragon dildos in Smash confirmed? Question mark? It's just like,
What the hell? That was confirmed years ago.
Yeah, they just failed to implement it because Bad Dragon had an issue with the licensing.
I'm doing a Lost in Concept on it right now.
Yeah, dude. If somebody could do a Dragon Dildo review as a Lost in Concept, I will support.
They had a dragon dildo amiibo, but they
Dragon's Dogma.
Dragon's Dogma dildo. They had a dragon dildo amiibo made, but they just sent them all to John's
Bad Dragon's
house.
Dogma.
They just sent them all to John's house.
Hayden?
That's why he doesn't want anymore.
Hayden,
Shh! Don't tell them.
if I support your Patreon and get it up to 150 of a video, will you do a Dragon Dildo Lost in Concept? You think I'm kidding? I will pay for that. You think I'm If people will pay for David Cage, I'll pay for Bad Dragon. You think I won't? The sad part is The sad part is, Hayden, you think I won't.
That's why I'm gonna say no.
I'll get Mark to put in on it too. We'll make the dream happen.
But one of those
If you get it to
jokey.
500, you have to make a video on some like My Little Pony fan game or some shit, and just lose all of your viewer base.
I have standards.
I mean, MGS5 videos on your channel. I don't know too much about that one, boys.
About it being lame though.
Fuck, where was I? Oh yeah, so the Midgar stage. The Midgar stage has a fucking gimmick that's gonna take it out of competitive play because I don't know. Everybody just I don't care about the competitive play of Smash 4. I've always been a more bigger fan of Melee, but so summon materia. So you get to summon fucking Final Fantasy monsters. You get Ifrit, who does fire shit, Ramu, who does fucking lightning shit, Odin, who does cutting shit, Leviathan, who does water shit, and Bahamut, who does laser beam shit. It's all cool. I like them a lot. Like, they all look mad cool. Like, there was a lot...
Yeah, the laser one in particular looks quite cool.
There is a lot of love that has been put into this update. And I think that's really cool. And I think that's why I like Smash 4 so much, is because it is a lot of love. So
See,
are you gonna
Smash 4?
fucking debate me on this, John Williams?
Yes, I am.
Oh.
Because you know what I said earlier about the 3DS version, right?
Uh-huh.
The Wii U version, I played for like 2 hours and then I just stopped. I mean, even Brawl, for like as much as I prefer 4, like even Brawl I played for hours on end. But Smash 4 on the Wii U, there's just something about it. I think like the stages are too big, and like also the offstage area as well. As in, like, I think the 3DS version, you sort of died more easily. Like, people got thrown off stage more easily, whereas like Smash 4 Wii U feels slower because like people get hit off stage and it takes ages for them to go off screen, so they can sometimes just jump back and do a recovery or whatever.
I wanna look this up,
the whole game just
actually.
feels really slow, and like
But
I'm not
I don't
even
wanna
being like,
play
oh,
Smash on a
where's
small
the wave
screen.
dashing? But I mean, I just play it and like, I just feel like, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm looking
Even the
up.
3DS version with the same mechanics, I feel is more fun to play. I don't know what it is.
But you're also playing it on a 3DS screen, and that's
Well,
big
that's
The
negative.
Wii U version
That's
should
what I'm
be
saying.
more fun because I'm like, woo,
That's-
1080p.
No. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, if you want to talk about the blast zones being closer so characters die easier, that would be why.
Yeah. But like, just cause it was on console for the Wii U version, they
Right.
made it larger, and it makes fights like way slower and
Yeah.
more boring.
You're not wrong. So, fair enough. But what I'm talking about more is like the effort that goes into implementing characters from other series
Oh yeah.
and the levels. So, I mean,
I'll probably get the Bayonetta DLC. I haven't got any of the DLC,
I'm gonna
but I'll
get
probably
the
get the
amiibo.
Bayonetta one just
I'm
because.
getting the amiibo.
No.
I'm not gonna
Okay,
get the DLC.
Don't buy it used.
John-
Remember,
John,
don't buy it used.
I don't know if you've seen, but I already have 3 Yoshi amiibos
Oh my god.
with another
Okay,
on the way.
John, you want to get out
Those-
of here? you want to get out of here? So start our own podcast. Called the Not Plebes Podcast.
What? Oh shit! All
The
right.
roast has been directed elsewhere.
Oh, for now, I don't know. I mean, I like my Yoshi amiibos. They're nice.
no, the Yoshi ones are the only acceptable ones because they're fucking adorable.
Yeah, because Yoshi is just the best character. I mean, you know, it could be worse. Could be Kazuma Kiryu.
You
Admit
tried to hurt my soul, but
Hayden admitted if
Too
they came
strong.
out with
Too strong.
if they came out with a Kazuma amiibo, you'd be all over that shit.
I'm gonna buy that Figma.
Would you hot glue
they're
it,
they're coming
Hayden?
out with a Figma for
Oh,
Kazuma,
are you-
Kiryu, and
are you getting
Majima.
that?
I'm gonna get that shit. Hopefully it
Alright,
doesn't suck
fair enough.
balls.
Probably will.
Remember how shit the
Probably
first wave of amiibos were? Like the fucking Marth one with his disfigured face.
Oh god.
Oh, and now those are like worth so much money. Yeah, I know. They're fun. Fun times.
And that one goober who bought like 400 Rosalina amiibos just so nobody else would
No,
get them.
you know, you want to talk about goobers? Talk about the fucking guy that stole a truck, committed theft to get amiibos. Like, think about that.
It's the end of the world.
You
All
the
because
type of dude.
Nintendo.
You the type of dude to steal a vehicle for amiibos.
Hey man, that
That's-
shit don't come cheap.
That's pretty tough. So, yeah.
To get
I mean,
amiibos.
That's what I'm be getting the mega yarn Yoshi amiibo. Fuck you, Hayden. And I'll be getting the Bayonetta 2
Mega
amiibo.
Yarn Yoshi.
Have you not seen?
amiibo.
Have you not seen? Oh, I am so happy we shifted. Okay, hold on. Mega yarn Yoshi amiibo.
Mega Yarn Yoshi amiibo.
It is so good. Okay, have you played Woolly's Woolly World, Hayden?
I haven't had my Wii U in like a year. So no. I
John, you
did
want
see
to
you
just
tweet about it a bunch.
John, you just want to go, you know, fucking start our own podcast? Call up Bonfire Lit.
Call it garbage.
What?
Hold on. So,
What?
Wow, did I just get did I just get sandbagged?
What?
Did I just get sandbagged? Yeah. Yeah, I did. So anyway, yeah,
You just got Huey'd.
Oh, no. I'm not... Oh, no, my son's fucking my wife.
You and me are one and the same.
Stop being so good at Huey. But yeah, so that pretty much wraps it up for the Smash 4 Direct. All in all, I liked it a lot. I thought it was a good end to Smash 4's like extended development. It was good. 10 out of 10.
Wonder Red never.
Never.
Oh man, that
You know, honestly, that's the Mega Yarn Yoshi. Fucking somebody was trying to talk shit because like naturally as they do, a lot of people were super salty about Bayo and Smash. And it's just like, of all the like, the perfect world would be we get everybody, but the best of all possible worlds is Bayonetta.
Yeah.
And that's what we got. So I'm taking this one quite happily.
Wait, why is that Yoshi so big? That's not an amiibo.
It is. It actually has an amiibo connector on its foot.
Jesus
So you just like
Christ.
press it. You press its little foot down on your Wii U gamepad, and boom.
Now things are getting a little ridiculous. Can we just have one format? Come on.
Nah, man.
Oh,
Dude,
God, they better
want.
not tie in this amiibo bullshit into the NX.
Why?
You think they're
Why
gonna
not?
stop?
They
You
have
think
to.
they're gonna
They
stop?
have to.
They're not gonna
The
stop.
the gravy train
It's
does
just
not
like-
stop rolling.
Fucking hell. It's like when Valve realized they could just get loads of money from bullshit DLC cosmetic items. Now Nintendo's just making loads of money from shitty bullshit DLC toys
Right.
because people buy them in droves.
Hey man, if adults want to play with toys, just
Oh.
More like if fucking adults want to hot glue their Rosalina or Bayonetta amiibos.
I can't even see your underwear. They removed it.
I
Oh.
remember when people threw a fit over that with the Peach amiibo.
yeah.
What?
God damn.
I did not hear it. Okay, can somebody enlighten me?
Basically,
What the
there
fuck?
used to
when
be
they,
like,
when they
you could
first
see your
showed off the
underwear.
Peach amiibo at E3, I think it was in a case, and you could see Princess Peach's underwear. But then, like when the actual amiibo came out, a bunch of goobers threw like a shit fit because it was like, I think it was just like a black space or something like under the
Yeah,
dress.
something like that.
They're just like,
I think it was just
fucking
the
Nintendo,
dress,
those
you know?
fucking social justice cucks. Why can't I fucking see Peach's underwear?
Gamergate.
How am I gonna beat off now?
Gamergate.
It was just like,
Oh yeah,
evaluate your life.
I can see the Reddit posts now. I can see the NeoGAF threads and the GameFAQs threads as we speak. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I mean, it doesn't, but yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so fucking the last fucking topic of the show.
All right.
Fuck. What we've been working on. So this is obviously why I didn't have Sam on this is because, well, A, because I thought he was sleeping, and B, because he doesn't make videos. The point of this is to basically talk about what we're working on for our channels. So,
Cool.
yeah, and you know what our plans are for the future. So, fucking John, let's bring some positivity in the sesh. What, you know, you
I'll try.
you released that Defining Depth video, and good job, by the way. I really liked it.
Thank you.
What's next for TurboButton? What's next for
Turbo
What's next?
Baton.
Turbo butt.
Whoa, Hayden.
The enemy
Let's
channel.
calm down. But
This must be the work of an enemy stand.
Button.
The world.
well, okay, well, I guess the next thing for my channel is to just delete my channel because some people here, you know.
Jesus. we
No, but really, I've sort of been tossing around two ideas. One I wrote a draft script for, but I'm rewriting the script because it's a bit stupid.
Okay.
It's to do with like Metroid Prime and like specific. I know I've talked about it before, but like
Yeah.
this will just be like a quick like 4 to 5 minute video, so it shouldn't take up that much time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's about like world building in that, like specifically through environment detail, because people talk about the lore and that a lot in those games, but there's like more to it than that. But the more major idea I was tossing around is possibly doing a series analyzing level design in video games.
Yeah, you could call it by design.
Sorry?
You could call it by design.
No, because that's a fucking... No, I can't do that. I don't know.
Is this a GYP
I might go for
meme
some...
that I'm just not in on?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
making sure because of...
Yeah, it's a bit of a... Well, anyway.
Okay.
You should
So,
talk about
I was
Super Mario
thinking-
Sunshine and how you can see the levels from other levels.
No, sharp
see.
about you and your fucking Hawaiian games. Anyway, I was thinking of, like, doing it. I wasn't sure whether to do it as like a sort of commentary kind of thing, or whether to actually do it as one of my more like typical, actually, you know, properly fully edited videos. So I'm sort of tossing that idea around. So I guess I'm gonna
No,
make the
I
Metroid
don't.
one.
I don't mean to shit on you, but when you say commentated, do you mean like the Let's Play of Dark Souls, like where it's
No,
live to
as
an
in-
extent, or? Oh, okay.
As in, so I'd have it edited, but say, I don't know, I was thinking of maybe doing one on like Pandora Tomorrow, right? Say I'm talking about a specific room in the game, and I'm talking about how there's like multiple ways to do it. I'd record the different scenarios, and I'd have them, you know, in the sort of edit, but like, cause most of the time it would be extended cuts that I'd be talking to, and that's quite hard. That's quite hard to time a script to, if you see what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I'd have like a bullet point list of points I want to make about a specific part in a level, and I'd talk about it, you know, as it comes up in the video. It's mostly because of like a timing issue,
right.
rather
right.
than, yeah, like I'm not commentating as I'm playing it. I'd play it and then commentate over it, but I'm still sort of tossing the idea around. I'm not sure which way I want to do things, and I'm not sure whether to just do it as like a one-time thing, or make it a series. But yeah, those are like the two main things.
I don't think, you know, if you were to do that, it would be a one-time thing.
Yeah. Hayden, you should go next real quick.
What's up?
You can go next.
Oh. What am I working on? I have 8 minutes of like 22 minutes, you know, edited of my... I'm doing a Yakuza 0 video, gonna get it out by the end of the year. It's gonna be pretty great. It's gonna be kind of a follow-up to the original Yakuza video. Super in-depth look at Yakuza 0. It's finally being localized, so that'll be pretty interesting. That's gonna come out in English, like, in a year from now. So that'll be good. Then I have a ton of ideas for videos. Like that's what I like about like the sort of shows or whatever I've got on my channel, is that they're very, like, you know, there's always an idea that you can have for those different little series, you know. So I was thinking of doing Yakuza 0, or I'm doing Yakuza 0. Then I was gonna do a video on Halo that I mentioned earlier. I was thinking about where the series has gone recently, how it seems to have dipped down in popularity. Just kind of a little short video on why that is. I think that'd be an interesting little like change of pace for my channel, because I don't really cover Western games, especially not first-person shooters, especially not Xbox properties. You know what I mean?
The weeb.
The enemy country.
The enemy country. Nippon.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. That
But
sounds good.
Hayden, if you do a video on Halo, then all the people saying that you just hate The Last of Us because it's a Sony game, they'll suddenly have more credibility, Hayden. You don't wanna make it look like you're just an Xbox shill.
Mm-hmm. It's really funny because I played through all those Halo games, and it feels just like I played one Halo game, because they're all very similar.
Oh,
Like 2 and 3 are literally the same story. Like the first and second half of the same story.
right.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a like. What do you think about that video? That idea?
I would fucking love that. I mean,
Yeah.
like, and I'm not saying that because, like I said earlier, I would never tell you not to make a video, but I would say that because I'm honestly because I have some friends that like Halo,
Yeah.
but I'm not like in on Halo, if that makes sense. Especially the story, but that's something that I would find really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the same place as Vash. I never really, I never properly played Halo, so I'd sort of be interested to see from the perspective of like a fan of the series why it has sort of dipped in popularity and like how it has changed tonally and gameplay wise for better or worse.
Yes.
Over the course of however many years. So I think it would be interesting.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Then I'm thinking of doing a video on Prey 2 for
Yeah.
Lost in Concept. This game
Okay.
Rest in peace.
got canceled like a year ago, even though it was like not in development for like 2 years before then. It finally got canceled. I think it's been a long enough time for like if they're gonna reintroduce it, they would have done it. It's always possible that in like 5 years from now, Prey 2 actually does come out, and it's just kind of weird. But yeah, since I've been playing Halo recently, it's kind of like, especially ODST, it kind of reminded me a lot of Prey 2, and I've wanted to get that video out for a while because it's just a simple little Lost in Concept.
Yeah, the way that because the way that you were describing Prey 1 to me before the show,
Yes.
I really want to go play it now
Yeah.
because it sounds fucking awesome. I just hope that it isn't. It's. I hope it's what I think it is.
Yeah. John, I was telling him earlier, do you know anything about Prey 1?
Not really.
It's about a Native American with superpowers, super spirit powers, named Tommy Hawk.
It's so
Holy shit.
Tommy
good.
Hawk.
It is so strong.
What the fuck?
It is so good.
And he gets abducted by aliens and has to fucking murder them all. It's pretty awesome.
This sounds amazing.
It is
Tommy Hawk.
Tommy motherfucking Hawk. If
Yes.
that is
Fucking hell.
if that is not my favorite,
That sounds like a fucking Mortal Kombat name or
it
something.
does. It sounds like a fucking Street Fighter character. I love it. I can't wait. I want to play it really bad. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good.
So I got a Your Next Favorite I'm working on. Then the Halo video is just kind of whatever. Your Next Favorite is the Yakuza 0 video.
Right.
So I got the Yakuza 0, Your Next Favorite. Got the Halo video, that's just kind of like, I've been wanting to make some sort of videos that are like standalone sort of things. So it's not just like every time it's in these little series, you know. It's good to have a little outlier every now and then. Then,
Okay.
you know, you're Lost in Concept. This is the Prey 2 video I'm thinking of. Then, Devious Intent. I haven't done a Devious Intent in a while. I don't think I have.
But isn't
Wait, I
isn't
have,
your,
yeah.
yeah,
Wait,
you
yeah,
did.
yeah,
You
okay, I
did. You
have.
did 2 for Virgil's.
What are you talking about? You just did like
Goodness
2
gracious.
in a fucking row.
Okay, goodness gracious. Listen, guys, Virgil, the MC Devil May Cry, not quite a memorable villain. So I don't really remember making that video.
What are you talking about? After all, he's got the bigger dick.
Oh, I remember the
I have a
cock.
bigger dick. Oh, Dante. I have a
Dante.
bigger dick.
And vague movie hacking skills.
Yes.
Oh, getting
Which is really fucking weird.
killing
Like, why was
demons and
that
getting
part of his
laid.
character?
Killing demons and getting laid. But that computer stuff sounds cool too, I guess. Oh, Dante is such a prick.
I saw your dick on the
Such a
internet.
fucking cunt in that game. Jesus
Dante the
Christ.
Demon Killer. Has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
No.
Hey,
Not in a million years.
not in a million years. Besides swords and bullets, you made.
Such things can win battles, but not the war.
You can hit them where it hurts. Bankers, lawyers, pop stars.
Fuck you.
The rebellion for Dante. The Yamato for Virgil.
I want to know everything.
Only a Nephilim can kill a demon king.
Those now exist. You and I.
What the hell did you do that for?
I had to.
Why does he sound like he's going into cardiac arrest?
Because that's how he delivers the line. I had to.
I had to.
I don't like, and it's
Sounds like he's getting off to the fact that he just murdered that woman's child.
Well, he did sort of let Lilith linger on the fact that she just got fucking sniper aborted.
Why couldn't
The
he just
enemy
shoot her in the
sniper.
head?
The enemy sniper.
Virgil.
Virgil. Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't even like a sniper. It was like a machine gun or something. Why didn't he just shoot her in the head one time? Huh? It wasn't edgy enough.
Because maybe
No,
that
it wasn't edgy
wouldn't have killed the baby. I don't know.
The baby.
I don't know how
It
demon
left some
fetuses
huge hole in
fucking.
her stomach, I must say.
Yeah, because it was a huge fucking baby. Shit.
You don't fuck with
a god.
Don't fuck with a god.
Me, a god, versus
Watching
you.
your child explode into little wet chunks.
Hearing you
Priceless.
scream like one of the demon bitches. Priceless.
Never met my mother, but if you're calling me a son of a bitch, you wouldn't be the first.
That fucking line. What does that mean?
I
does that
don't know. I don't know. Tamim doesn't even know, and he wrote it.
To meme or not to meme? That is the question. After all, DMC does have Shakespearean writing.
Bigger. Whoop.
Dick.
It's almost Shakespearean in its themes.
Oh my god. I'm done.
Oh god.
Oh, okay. So is that all you have?
What fun!
Doing this cause he disrespected you.
I'm doing this because he disrespected you.
I'm doing this because he disrespected
you.
Oh, fine.
Cat went through hell to protect us.
I'm thinking that if this game does well, there could be a sequel called The Return of Shimano.
I am Shimano.
I think he doesn't suffer fools.
Might have a bit of a softer side, too.
Oh my god. So, I'm just gonna spoil it for like the past 5 hours. Hayden and I have just been doing fucking impressions back and forth. It has been.
I've been on the call, but my mic wasn't working, so I had to listen to these stupid fucks go on for 30 minutes while I tried to get my mic working, just doing these shitty fucking impressions for so long.
I like some alone time now and then.
I like some alone time. Kept you waiting, huh?
Kept you waiting, huh?
Did you wreck it? What took you so long?
I never liked kids, especially with guns.
Gave birth?
Gave birth.
Oh, that is so. Okay, so my turn for what we've been working on. So, I don't know if anybody's checked on my Twitter lately, but why are you laughing, Hayden? Is something funny?
You make videos?
Oh shit! Oh, that one dealt the big damage.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck! How long has it been since my last video? Hold on,
Apart from the DMC4 SE one, which was like every video, fucking ages.
What? Oh my god! All
That
right.
was 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
It's been 2
okay,
weeks. That's not that long.
That one dealt the big damage. All right, let me just go ahead and type in HyperBitHero.
Whoa, 2 months.
Oh.
2 months for
Whoa.
me.
Jesus.
Jeez.
What was the
Vash,
last one?
Right.
You
Lost
do not
in-
want to hear my excuses.
Let's
people.
calm down. shall
Holy
we?
shit! It's been 2 months since you released the Virgil video.
Yes.
No way.
I need to
Wow.
know why that video has so many views and how the other Virgil video, it's like the same amount of views.
Well, it's about a 2K difference, which
Which is
I
not
mean, you know, for me is kind of a big deal. But
that gap's been closing, you know what I mean?
yeah, fair enough. Fair
Because
enough.
that was like a couple months early.
I mean, you know, when you do a video on two great characters, you know, they both get a lot of really good views.
Wait a second, something's wrong here.
What? What? What are you gonna rip your skin off and you were the medic the whole time? What?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was. Sorry, guys. I'm not the gaming Brit. I'm
Oh, you looked at the gaming Brit. Okay.
I'm his medic.
You were looking at a different channel. I see. How long has it been since?
That's
When
He's the
did
gaming Brit
fucking-
now.
That's the twist.
When did fucking Charlie last post a video?
Same day as me.
No way.
We
Yeah,
both-
his was the.
No,
the
actually, it
Silent
was
Fuck
like
Bomber.
off! 2 months apart.
It was like a week after I released mine, because we were gonna release them on the same day. Like we did the MGS5 videos on the same day, and we were gonna do it in 2 weeks after that. We were gonna release videos on the same day, and then
I
you just
want to
disappeared for like a week for some reason.
I want to
an
see
extra
how many
week.
dislikes. Oh my god, it's almost 50% dislikes on the
It used to be
MGS5 video.
50%.
Yeah.
It used to be 50.
Oh god, yeah.
Now
there's
it's
shitloads
climbing
of
back up.
dislikes.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
It's funny because I actually think it's a really good video, but people
tides
just
are
get pissy
turning.
about it because he insulted Kojimbo. He can't do that. That's sacrilege.
I have this virus, but my only downfall is I built a giant robot that stepped on me.
Oh, I'm burning up.
Kojima, I'm finishing the game. Oh, so yeah, finally, after a long time of starting the project, you want to fucking just stop lighting my shit on fire, Hayden? Like,
Huey, I'm getting late.
Huey, I'm getting cocked. Oh,
Big boss, I'm getting cooked.
How?
Hal, you're a cuck.
Oh.
You're a cuck.
Oh. Huey?
I
You're a
can't take
cock.
anymore. Why did I waste 4 hours of my life on this shit?
Otacon's talking about Huey. You and I are one and the same.
That's where you're wrong. I got in. I got in.
I got in
Oh.
your wife.
Oh. Cocked. Anyways. So.
Stop this meme train.
Alright, so after. When did I first start this project? I started at like.
you were talking about your Twitter, and then Hayden went on a little.
Yeah, he started to light.
Roasting
He
sesh.
started to light my shit up. Anyway, after the fire settles, after Hayden's no longer burning up, I don't even remember when I announced the Ori review. It was either the. When was it? It was a long time ago, like over half a
It
year.
was like before summer, I think.
Yes, it was before my first semester at university.
Was it like May?
How old is this game?
Ori came out early this
Ori in
year.
the Blind Forest.
Ori came out like.
It's some artsy-fartsy 2D platformer that's actually good.
Yeah, fuck you. It's good. It's the best game of the year. It's game of the year. When did it? Was it the audio?
like it.
Oh, was it the audio?
Whoa.
It was the Audio Surf 2 video. How long ago was this?
That was like a year ago.
It was 6 months. So I started note taking
never
like a couple weeks before that. So basically, this has been a project that I've been working on and off for over half a year.
Jeez.
And now that I'm out of university, I can get back to it. And I recently, made a video talking about how I've been having some issues getting out of the writing phase. Well, the script is done. Not only that, but I recorded the first take. So the 2 steps that have consistently held me back from releasing a video, they're done.
Mm-hmm.
It's just recording gameplay, which I'm going to do directly after I'm done with this, and putting it all together. That said, this is going to definitely be probably the longest video that I've ever made.
Let's hope it's not shit then.
Yeah, so and I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, I don't like long form content. I don't like sitting down for a while," but it's not like I'm repeating myself ad nauseum. Like I tracked it. I switched topics like of game design, like either a level, a mechanic, or a concept. I switch that up really often. So hopefully, and I'm going to do a lot to make sure it's visually engaging and interesting. So yeah, I imagine it's going to be a long video. But on top of that, after like I was talking about with the Bloodborne thing with the old hunters, it got me thinking about like this difference between, you know, more arcadey balanced thing. Like it got me thinking about, you know, games that are meant to be, you know, games, and games that are meant to be like story experiences. And I'm not talking about like things like Gone Home. I'm talking about I guess going back to Bloodborne, like, you know, some of those fights and those boss designs are really meant to be more climactic from a narrative perspective rather than from a gameplay perspective. So I wanted to talk about that for a little bit. That might not take as long, but I've been sitting on a devil's advocate idea that I've been wanting to do for a while about soundtracks, because you know, a fan was being like, you know, soundtracks have sort of declined over the years, and when I first read that, I was like, that's, you know, you're sort of right, but I didn't really fully agree. And I've done a pretty decent sampling of soundtracks from the 6th and 8th generations, and I've actually come away pretty pleased. So I think I'm going to have a very positive topic with that one.
I see.
So
I was gonna say, I think there are a lot of really good.
Yeah, right. Like, because when I first heard that, I immediately was like, yeah, you know, a lot of soundtracks have sort of been pushing, you know, for like more cinematic, you know, big, you know, symphony orchestra type things. Some of the personality in terms of the instrumentation and presentation has sort of gone away. But I thought about it and I was like, no, Transistor is very unique. Bastion is very unique. Ori is unique. The Witcher 3, you know, Bayonetta, just all, like a lot of really good soundtracks have come out in both indie and AAA. And yeah, so that'll be a very positive topic. And I think I want to, around the time I release that soundtrack video, I want to start doing music recommendation videos, sort of like the album of the week, but more structured. The only thing that's really holding me back on that is I don't know what to do visually, because they'd be like quick.
That's the point.
Yeah, that's the problem. So I want them to be like quick 5-minute like recommendations, being like, hey, this is why I like this album. Go check it out here. Please buy it. But I don't know what to do for the visuals.
Yeah.
I've got some ideas bouncing around, but until I can sort of get over that gap, I don't know. I don't really think I'll be progressing too much in that. And obviously for my other channel, Bonfire Lit, this, like, the podcasts are going to keep happening, and the Dark Souls 2 playthrough, I have that video, the second part of that done, which is going to be, I think it's fun. And I'm going to be starting a playthrough with Pokey soon, actually, about Metal Gear Rising. So,
cool.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun, I think. Yeah, and as soon as you get your rights back from Bit and Brit, you should really come over to Bonfire Lit. Hey, you should you could.
Nah, man, Bit and Brit is coming back, bro.
I don't fucking believe you.
Sure about that. Seems like you're getting cucked. He's off with another man or another Let's Play channel.
Hey, man, you know what a cuck look like.
Oof. Charlie, I'm getting cucked.
No, but yeah, we're yeah.
Well,
now, you know, since I graduated and all that, now I have free time, and now we're gonna actually try to do shit again.
I hate to like push this, but have you ever thought about doing a Yakuza playthrough?
Yes, we were originally gonna do a Yakuza 1 playthrough, and I was gonna like I was gonna like subtitle the entire thing, but it was just too much work.
Yeah, because the first playthrough on the
yeah.
channel was Devil May Cry 1, and that was very much so a Charlie push, because he was the player.
Yeah.
But I was, and I saw the Dynamite Cop, and that was more you on.
That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was,
by the
but
way.
it was very small, and I was
Yes.
wondering, like, so what games would you like to do for that?
I don't know. I'd have
Like-
to think that over.
Zone of the Enders, maybe?
Maybe.
Planning to see some Metal Gear Solid 5? Oh.
No.
Oh! Hey, if you do all story missions that are, like, story relevant, it'd be like half an hour.
Yeah, it'd be like 2 parts.
Oh.
It'd be like 2
Oh.
parts.
Yeah.
I could cut
No,
out.
I've-
I'd cut out any cutscene that was irrelevant and added nothing to the plot.
Oh wait.
Oh.
Ooh.
There'd be one.
No. What's it on the? Yeah, I'd like just sort of interjecting here. What you said, Hayden, about like the fact that you've got time now. I'm sort of in like the opposite situation. I'm getting into situations where I have less and less time. So I'm probably gonna start doing much like shorter videos. Like this Metroid Prime video will probably only be about like 5 minutes. The level design video on Pandora tomorrow, because you know that'll probably be less than 10 minutes as well. Because
I need to
want
do the
you know
same.
still be able to get content out quickly, but I don't want to start up like a Let's Play channel or whatever.
It's
The only time I guess I'd ever do commentary, like a playthrough or whatever, is if I did a stream. I really want to do a drunk Vanquish stream. I don't know why, but that's been an idea that's floating around my head for a while.
Yeah.
Just do like Vanquish drinking game or something. Play
Drink.
God hard, and every time you die,
Drink.
take a shot.
Drink every time
And then, like, die in real
one of
life.
the random soldiers dies.
Oh, he
No,
would
no,
he would
no.
have to be taken to a hospital.
No, Hayden, no.
No.
I'm not trying.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, I was gonna say. Yeah, my problem with editing is like that I put too much effort into editing, where it's like every 2 seconds is like a clip, basically, like a different clip. So it's like, well,
Well, like
they-
your fucking Zone of the Enders intro, which is just so ham.
that's so awesome. Which one?
Oh,
The one where I'm showing all the anime and stuff?
The one where you're just showing like 4 animes a second.
Yeah, exactly. It's
A second.
And my Bayonetta clip's in there. My little 2-second bit of Bayonetta footage. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's in there.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And then, oh, I forgot to mention. So you two should totally come back in about a week, because we'll be doing a Bonfire lit like year in review cast with hopefully everybody there.
Yeah.
Will I get bullied less?
No, well, okay. Here's the thing. You
Well,
will be
Charlie-
No,
Charlie will
no.
be there.
No, Charlie and Luke will be there, so you will actually be among your peers. Like it'll be
Okay,
be
Luke will be there. I'll be safe.
Yeah,
It's
it'll
all
be
good.
Mark, Hayden, and I representing the Westerns, and you over in Europe with your fucking clones can just have. How would they say?
Clemps
a
is
go?
no clone.
I'll break.
Clemps is his own man, who hangs out with weird Toho people at conventions.
Yeah, but he's just so nice, Luke. You know, it's just
He's so lovely.
pedophile. You know. How, okay, can we just talk? How weird is it that he would make a video about Drakengard, considering his personality?
Mm-hmm.
Like
It is so weird.
that. Like it doesn't seem like he would fucking do that. It's just like and to hear him say the
Oh,
word
I love him, though.
pedophile is just. I can't-
pedophile.
I'm being fed too much conflicting information. I'm going nuclear. Charlie, though.
It was weird seeing him for like 2 seconds at like MCM back in May or whenever it was.
Was that when
and
you
then
were
just
too shy
leaving.
to? Was that when you were too shy to approach him?
No, I was there with my mate, and
Right,
Clemps
right.
was talking to some Toho people, and I just sort of went up to him and I went, "Yo, Clemps, let me get a picture." Took a picture of him, left, and he was like, I didn't even say who I was, and I just fucked off. Posted the picture on Twitter, and then he's like, "I didn't realize this was even you until you posted this picture, you chuckle fuck." And I was like, okay. Because what was weird was I actually saw him like as I was entering as well. He was like in front of me in the queue. I was just like, is that
Q's
Is that
line,
Clemps?
right, Hayden?
fucking weird.
Yes. Sorry, I'm not
I
quite
don't-
sure about that lingo.
Because I don't know. I feel like a Q is a line, but I don't want to be presumptuous.
Q is like...
Okay, like the line.
Queen,
Q.
I'm queuing up.
No, it was like I went through like the ticket thing,
Mhm.
and I saw him literally like a couple meters away, and I shouted, like, because I didn't know like his name was even Luke. Then I just shouted Clemps, and I got
Clemps?
no reply. I was like, oh okay.
Clemps, Clemps, I'm in your line. He's like, who the fuck is going nuclear behind me?
That game didn't exist.
Sounds like a bit of a pedophile.
Me for pedophile. Oh no.
Pedophile. Alright. So, yeah, this, believe it or not, this is, I think, my favorite fucking episode of the cast. Because we had,
Really?
I had a lot of fun.
Because you had a punching bag this time.
No, because my face does not hurt at the end of a cast, but my face fucking hurts
Just
right
because of your shitty fucking impressions.
because they're so good.
Not gonna lie, Hayden, your fucking Huey and
The Huey
Virgil
is too
impressions are
good.
pretty spot on.
They're too good.
Vash does a good Huey, I thought.
Vash do Huey.
I don't even know it. I thought it was real. Why won't you believe me?
Yeah, this is really good.
How?
Fucking voice crack.
He's got
Yeah.
that floaty, like, the way whoever...
Is that the
actor's
same
name- whoever-
actor?
Yeah,
Is
it
that
is the
the
same actor. It is the same actor.
Really?
Whoever
Wow, he has
voices
some
Huey,
range.
the way he does Huey in that game is this weird, like, floaty, like, he isn't even really there.
Yeah.
Like, the way it sounds, the way he's
Metallica
sounding,
Archaea.
it's so weird.
Hayden, I think you're having a bit of like an existential crisis.
Just the
It's
way
not
he
even
voices
there.
him, it's like...
Wait, what if Huey was a phantom?
The Phantom Pain.
The Phantom Cuck.
What if? Oh my God! Why couldn't it happen? You're all just dogs.
That's not a
D-dogs-
wolf.
That's not a wolf. That's a dog. You just want him to be like you. You're all alone in this world. Oh,
We're all diamonds.
you
I won't
killed
scatter
them.
your I won't scatter your sorrow to the heartless sea.
sea. Plant your roots in me.
You're all demons.
I want to go back and watch that cutscene now because I'm convinced that he might be eating them.
I know, that's what I'm
Because
telling you. I think he
might
eats
be
them.
going. He might be going in for a little bit of a snack there. Hold on, let me see. MGS5.
watch it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
got
doing
it.
it now. Fucking
I've
no,
got
not the
it.
Manisaw.
It's like when stupid kids like eat sand at the beach
Chalk,
or something.
you know, you
It's
eat,
just
like, chalk
fucking
or
eating
something,
The
you know?
ashes out them.
The Diamond Dog's funeral. Hold on. This okay. I'm going
Like when
to
he
skip
first
to it.
opens it up, he puts it on his mouth. It looks like he's eating it.
What's funny is that fucking Huey just comes out the back, even though everybody should want him dead.
Yeah.
And
That's
you
not the
turn
big
them
boss
all
I
to
knew.
ashes. That's not the big boss I knew. They trusted you. Oh, and of course Kaz comes in. They wanted you to shoot.
I killed them with my own hands.
I killed them.
Hold on.
I'm
we meant
on
to-
your side.
Hold on.
Vash,
I'm
did we
looking.
even have like a proper outro?
No,
or
this
we-
is still
we just
happening.
meant
I
stop
need
recording?
to look. I'm still looking. Everybody's just
I don't think we-
Kaz is just staring at him as
Huey's
he opens
model
the.
in MGS5 is so good. I don't know why. He's like, it's so detailed.
Huey is the best character in MGS5, Hayden.
I agree.
He thinks
They wanted
oh,
you to shoot.
Oh,
They
come
were
on.
rank 9 in the Assassin Association.
Oh my! Whoa! I swear to God, he went for a nibble.
He went for a nibble. I'm pretty sure.
Hold on. Is this real? Is this on?
Yeah.
He sticks his hand in, and then, yes, he does.
He went in for a
He
nibble, man.
eats his
Vash,
soul.
I think you need to calm down a bit there, mate.
No, he does it.
He's eating them.
He's eating his men.
He's eating them. They're
He's eating
ashes.
them.
He's eating them.
He's going to eat me.
Diamond dogs are people.
Oh shit.
And like
It's
the
like the one
cuts,
good song in the game.
the cutscene wants you to make it think like it's normal, but he just fucking ate a dead dude.
Mm-hmm. And he probably ate the rest too, man.
Oh, dude, buffet at Mother Base. Okay, all right. I've seen all I can see. I've taken all I can take.
I told you.
MGS, ladies and gentlemen.
Was that necessary?
Thank you for appearing on. Yeah, Thanks to Hayden and John for turning up. This is their first time here, and they had to go in mostly dry, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
No lube.
Hopefully, like the deflowering was not too painful, and you can find it in yourselves to return.
You're just gonna have to cut out some of those memes, man. This is too meme
I
heavy.
would have
to
to remove the entire podcast. Basically, they would never see the light of day.
We're gonna need some fresher memes next time. Sorry, mate. But no, in
What
all
is-
seriousness, glad to be here to talk about some shit video games with you lot.
Oh, good.
And yeah, fun time.
Good stuff.
Hayden's just like, I fucking hate it here. He doesn't even deny. Okay, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the Bonfire Lit Comfy Cast. 95% of MGS5 is filler. Have a good day.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I know it is.
Oh, a Vash outro. Alright, I guess I'll stop recording now.